Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bob Lucky Fulton Field. Shenandoah taking on the Kuemper Catholic Knights for Game 2. Kuemper already took Game 1. So Game 2 about to get underway here. Jenna Burdorf will be in the circle for Shenandoah. Leading off for the Knights is Casey Peters. First pitch, down and away. One ball and no strikes. So we got right into action here for game number 2. Again, Shenandoah dropped the first game 5-0, I believe. I was watching it as a spectator. It could have been 6. I think it was 5. And that 1-0 pitch is bunted into fair territory right there in no man's land. Leadoff single, infield single for Casey Peter. And if you'll notice, I'm by myself at the moment. Coach Soderberg is fashionably late right now. We'll have to give him the business about that when he arrives. And Allison Ostender, the center fielder for the Knights, will be batting next, and she lays one down. Kylie Fouch picks it up barehanded, and the throw to first is in time. The throw back to second, off, but fortunate for Shenandoah, remains in the infield. So it's going to be a fielder's choice, and runner advancing to second is Peter. So good job on the sacrifice there for Ostender. And now Charlotte Schwabe steps in with one out here. Now runner at second. First pitch popped straight back, so 0-1 to the pitcher in game number 2, Charlotte Schwabe. Peter is at second. Schwabe is in the box, and Burdorf in the circle. It's an 0-1 count with one out here in the top of the first. 0-1 is bunted again, and Fouch picks it up again, and that is 2 outs on 3 consecutive bunts. A little bit of an interesting situation here, and a good job by Shenandoah taking care of business there. Another sacrifice. Goes it down with another 5-3 put out. And Peter makes it to third, and Ellie Sybil steps in, and 1 or 2 runs may be enough for the Knights, and I think they're kind of playing to that point. First pitch is lined into left field, and Sarah Pickens is in center. Cannot make the catch off her glove. Hard hit ball, and Sybil gets to second base. We're going to give her a double on that one. That was a hard hit ball on a windy day like this. And it's an RBI for Sybil. So RBI double scores Peter. Now a runner at second, and Kayla Dirksen steps in.
Now batting for the Knights, first baseman, number 15, Kylie Dirksen.
Hey, will you announce that softball tomorrow at 4 o'clock varsity?
First pitch misses upstairs. That moves Sybil up to third base. It's a 1-0 count to Dirksen. So 1-0 is the count to Dirksen, the first baseman here in game 2 for the Knights. The 1-0 pitch is just outside, 2-0. Looked good, but just a bit outside. It's a beautiful night here, windy as can be. If you've got even a little bit of power and you can get the ball up in the jet stream going to left field, you got a chance to get one out of here. There's a ground ball, backhand stop attempt, and the throw will not be in time. Will be an infield single right there and an RBI. So Dirksen keeps the inning alive. Keeps the inning alive for the Knights. That's an RBI single, and Melinda Schaefer steps in with 2 down. Knights trying to keep the good times rolling here on the top of the first. First pitch fouled straight back against the screen, 0-1. So 2 runs for the Knights, 3 consecutive bunts to start the game. Got Peter all the way to third, and then a line drive double from Sybil drove in Peter, and then Dirksen with an infield single, hot shot between third and shortstop, and it wasn't handled cleanly, but it was a hard hit and a tough play for Dummler. So infield single all the way, says Marvin. So 1-1 the count. And there's a little blooper, and that's going to drop down. That will be another 2-out single, third consecutive 2-out hit. And that brings up Morgan Mashing.
The shortstop, number 2, Morgan Mashing.
So Mashing steps in, the 7th Knight to bat in the inning, with now runners at first and second. 4 hits already for the Knights. And there's a shot up the middle on a hop, and that's going to load the bases. So the 5th consecutive 2-out hit for the Knights. Excuse me, the 4th consecutive 2-out hit for the Knights will load the bases. 3 consecutive singles, and Kyla Wiskus will step in. See what she can do with the bases full of Knights. First pitch is lined, caught by Shabam to end the inning. That saved a couple of runs for sure. The Knights pick up 2 runs, but it could have been a lot worse as they strand the bases loaded. 2-0. Knights. Phillies coming to bat next.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
United Group Insurance. People you know and people you trust. Because we are local in Southwest Iowa with offices in Red Oak, Atlantic, Griswold, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents will find the perfect policy for your needs from the wide variety of carriers that we work with. We offer policies for home, auto, life, farm, health, and commercial with vast experience in both hail and crop insurance. Learn more at UnitedGroupINS.com today.
We are back here in Shenandoah. Bob Lucky Fulton Field, 2-0, bottom of the first inning. Coach Soderberg has graced us with his presence. The starting lineup, the batting order: Caroline Rogers leading things off, then Jenna Burdorf, Abby Dummler, Kylie Fouch, Peyton Ethan, Brooklyn Maher, Lexi Shabam, Callie Bebout, and Cassidy Stevens. That is your batting order. I would normally have Coach Soderberg do that, but he's a little winded.
Oh, I'm good. I'm ready to go.
Welcome in.
I got my run in today.
You know who was here on time? Marvin.
Yeah, well, he didn't have a golf match to play this evening.
Did you win?
We'll have to find out. One of the guys didn't have a handicap, so we'll find out next week.
You golf with handicap people?
Yeah.
Well, good for you. That's nice. I mean, all inclusive.
All inclusive.
That's
yes.
nice. That's really good. I think that's the nice thing about that game. That's everybody can play.
Yeah.
That's good.
For those of you that don't know, a handicap is how many strokes you get on the golf course. So
I was kidding. Caroline Rogers batting from the left side here has a little bit of an injury there to her right hand, making it very difficult, if not impossible, to throw, and then having to bat left-handed now. So a lot of guts from number 20 stepping in the box here, 0-2, and she fouls another one back here, 0-2.
Yeah, and we got a little look at her last week a couple times. She had to kind of just take the glove off and kind of just shovel it underhand best she could. But like you say, a lot of guts in that kid to keep playing through an injury here.
So Charlotte Schwabe in the circle here for game 2. It's an 0-2 count to Rogers, and that misses low and outside. I'm really proud of you, man. That's really good.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's really nice. 1 ball, 2 strike count, and that changeup didn't quite make it to the plate, so 2-2.
I feel like that one maybe got stuck in her hand just a little bit there, but really an off-speed pitch on that one and kind of into the other batter's
They
box,
say
so.
bury the changeup, but you don't want to bury it to where it can't ever get out. And that 2-2 is offered at and missed, so Schwabe gets the strikeout on a pitch well out of the zone, and that brings up Jenna Burdorf.
Yeah, and I think some of that for Caroline, probably not super comfortable hitting from the left side, so just kind of has to do her best up there. And some of those pitches that are a little bit out of the zone can struggle with.
So Burdorf steps in, pitching here in game number 2. And that first pitch is bunted foul, so 0-1. And just so everybody's aware, Carol Kuemper, Kuemper Catholic, is right near the home of the 1978 baseball champions, the Breda Bobcats. In case you were curious, because I know everybody here was.
Getting that history lesson
The
here.
Breda Bobcats, this is back then, that was an all-state thing, all classes.
That's impressive.
So Breda is a very small little pocket there, small little town. Wonderful town. As Burdorf gets the bunt down and able to stay on the bag is Dieriksen, so that's going to be a 1-3 put out for out number 2.
And yeah, she did a nice job trying to, it looked like she almost had to find the base again, but did a good job getting her heel on that one and getting that second out.
So Breda Bobcats, don't forget that. That's your Iowa baseball history lesson of the night.
I'm going to have to Google Breda here in between innings just so
That's
I can
where my
find out
wife's
where this
from.
is. Okay.
They still have a sign up on their city park.
Oh, absolutely.
Home of the 1978 state baseball champions, the Breda Bobcats. Congratulations to anybody on the 1978 state baseball team who happens to be listening tonight. We thank you for watching or listening. None of them are, but thank you. Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, you think about some of those championships that some of those teams won.
All
just
classes,
one class.
yeah.
I mean, so you're taking on the Des Moines schools.
Breda's got less than
schools.
1,000 people for sure.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So 0-2, I don't know what it was in 78, but it could have been much more. And that 0-2 just short. Working on that changeup.
That's about a 43-footer? Is it 45 feet from the circle?
I don't know. I can look it up.
Yeah.
I can look it up on my phone, but I'm not gonna. I'll have Marvin do it. 1-2's chopped off the plate and foul. So we'll do it again with Abby Dummler at the plate here. 2 down. Shenandoah shut out in game number 1. Just a hit or 2. Only a few Phillies on base. Kuemper's pitcher, and I don't know the number. The number was 17, so that would have been Miley Schaefer. Did a wonderful job in the circle, just pitching strikes and keeping Shenandoah off balance, and Shenandoah just really kind of struggled to get the ball into the green part of the field in game number 1. Game 2, starting out that way, but we'll see how it goes. Still a long game. 2-2, and Dummler swings and fouls it off by just the tip of the bat.
Yeah, she just got a little bit on that one. You couldn't even hear it. It was just a slight, but the umpire right on that one, making a good call.
Well, it's so windy.
She gets another chance. But yeah, like you said, the wind is blowing straight out to left. So if you can elevate one, you got a chance tonight.
We did have a home run in the first game.
Missed it.
You did. You were busy.
Busy.
Sorry, Marvin's moving all the stuff because we're trying to make sure everybody can see. So there you go. Everything's out of the way, I think. Maybe. I don't know. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Dummler hits a hot shot to short. The throw to first is dropped. So that's going to go down as Marvin. That's an error. So it'll be error number 1 for the Knights. And the first runner of the ball game for Shenandoah.
The third baseman, number 7, Kylie Fouch.
Yeah, and a nice job there, battling through that at bat, putting something in play, and maybe a little tough hop at shortstop. Couldn't quite get the grip, but
Marvin says E3.
Yep, and the first baseman couldn't quite get that one. So I
windy
agree
day.
with that one. It is.
Fouch takes strike 1. Dummler at first. So 0-1, and this would seem to be the part of the order where if you wanted to get something in the green, this would be a good time to do it.
Yep, absolutely. Kylie here can drive one out there. See if we can get some base runners moving.
Fouch a little ahead of the off-speed. That was a little bit better of an off-speed pitch there by Schwabe.
Yeah, Schwabe with a great one there. Maybe just setting them up with those first couple, just trying to fool them, and then really throwing that real one there.
Yep.
But that was a good
Lull
pitch.
them to sleep. 0-2 from Schwabe. There's your off-speed. Gets Fouch way out in front, but a nice catch, running catch by Melinda Schaefer to end the inning. No runs, no hits, one error. We go to the top of the second. Still 2-0 Knights.
For over 30 years, Pella Corporation has proudly supported the communities and neighborhoods they call home. As one of the largest employers in the area, they believe in investing in their community, creating opportunities, and shaping a brighter future for all. Visit www.careers.pella.com to explore exciting possibilities and see what job opportunities could await you. Again, www.careers.pella.com.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
We're back here in Shenandoah, top of the second. Beautiful night. It was a warm one, and it's still warm, but that wind is... I'm not a meteorologist, but I did stay at the Holiday Inn Express last night, Coach, and it's roughly 20 miles an hour right now, blowing to left field.
Yeah, right out to left field. Gusts a little bit stronger than that, and so if you can time one up here tonight, you could join one into the seats out there in left field if you can drive one into this wind. Baseball not going to be as easy as it's kind of blowing across and not nearly as helpful on the baseball field, but softball field, it's blowing directly out. So as an outfielder, you got to kind of gauge that a little bit, that the wind might do a little bit to the ball here tonight.
Yeah, if you were here in the first inning, you would have seen that already happen.
No, I did not. So. fill me in. Give us a little review.
We'll get it when she comes back up again. Oh, and we're ready for inning number 2, and that's Miley Schaefer taking the strike. Oh, I'll quit eventually.
Yeah, that's what I get. Try to get here on time.
If I showed up late, there wouldn't be anything on.
Nope.
But that's why I have the equipment, and you get to golf. 0-1 to Schaefer is fouled. 0-2, but hey, YOLO, right?
It's true.
YOLO once.
YOLO.
Once.
Is that YOLO-O?
Oh, I don't know. Hashtag.
Yeah, no. This is where we lose viewers when we start getting off on this. On
Do
these
we?
tangents.
So all 5 of them? 0-2 is popped up right to beep out. Never a doubt. Can of corn. 1 out. Coach, she didn't even use 2 hands for safety.
No, and just that confident tonight.
And that's hard.
Got the shades on, so good to see.
The sun is right in her face.
She's got a good spot there, a little bit in the shade, but not an easy job with that sun right at you.
So that brings up Casey Peters. Peters led off the game, second pitch of the game, with a perfectly placed bunt single that kind of started the merry-go-round for the Knights. We'll see what happens her second time to bat. And she swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Yeah, interesting little follow-through there on the move a little bit, and maybe Jenna mixed it up just a little bit to get the timing off, so good job there by Burdorf, getting ahead in the count.
0-1, and that one is lined right to Dumler. And that time, Coach, 2 hands for safety.
Yeah, we did a really nice job on that one. That was a hard hit ball right at her and stayed right on it. Didn't try to keep the glove up, just dropped that glove in. And nice play there. And quickly 2 outs here for the Phillies. Nice job.
Now Ostrander steps in. She also bunted. So the first 3 batters for the Knights bunted to start the top of the first. We had a single and then 2 sacrifices before the merry-go-round really commenced, and there were 4 straight 2-out hits. But Ostrander coming to the plate. No official at-bat because she's 0 for 0 with the sacrifice.
All right.
I'm filling the viewers in.
And me.
And you.
I appreciate that. No, just a little game recap.
I like
I need the video highlights, something to get
I don't
me
have
caught
that.
up.
The camera work was mid.
It was
as
shoddy,
the kids would say, mid.
No, some of those things I just refuse to acknowledge from them.
I just do it because it drives my kids nuts. 2-0 is inside, so 3-0 to Ostender, and Schwabe will be on, or is on deck should she get on.
All right, so big spot here. Jenna's got to bring a strike here. No free passes. Don't allow Kuemper Catholic just to get some of that free momentum.
She looked at that wristband and found a strike. There it is. See? Told you.
Yep, that was a good job there.
They weren't calling the strike.
She's a studious person right there.
She looked at the wristband and saw the strike. There it was.
Yeah. Check it again here.
3-1 is going to be popped out to right field, and Caroline Rogers makes the play. It's an F9 in your programs. We go to the bottom of the second inning, still 2-0.
I always was fascinated with working on vehicles ever since I was a little kid. I went to college for it, and it's just fun. To me, it's like an adult with a puzzle. When you can take the vehicles apart and you put them back together. The most rewarding thing about our business is just having customers be happy when they leave. It's everything. If you have people leave and they're unhappy, you have no business.
We're back here in Shenandoah, bottom of the second we go, and just so everybody knows, the baseball game going on behind us at Harry Sparker Field. First game ended 3-0. Kuemper Catholic took game one. They started half an hour before the softball game, so they're already in the third inning over there, and that game is 0-0. Two evenly matched teams, and that should be, there was already one really competitive game. There should be two really competitive baseball games going on over there. And again, same here. I would think two evenly matched teams. It should be fairly competitive here in this one, as it was in the last one until the two-run dinger there in the seventh inning. My thoughts.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what you want. It's one of those matchups, with the teams being so far apart, so that they schedule the doubleheaders right away, and it's good. You get some good quality games both sides.
Peyton Nathan steps in. She's the designated player to start the second game of the doubleheader, and she takes a strike, 0-1.
And it's going to be big for her now in that middle of the lineup to be a big-time hitter.
And that 0-1 pitch, definitely a contrast in speeds from what they saw in game one to game two. Not suggesting that it's slow or fast or one way or the other, but there's just a difference. And it's throwing Shenandoah off a little bit here early.
Yeah, it takes a little bit to get used to that.
So we got an 0-2 count here to Ethan. She's made an adjustment. She scooted herself kind of up to the front of the box here. See what happens here from Schwabe. The 0-2 is flown out to left field. It's going back and over the left fielder's head. That wind doing some damage, and that is over the head of Chloe Galing, the left fielder, and that will be a leadoff double for Ethan.
And a nice piece of hitting there by Ethan, driving one out there, and it's tonight's the night. You got to just put one in the air, see what you can do.
Hard to call that an error with the wind blowing like it is. Now Brooklyn Maher steps in. She takes first pitch strike, and for Shenandoah, you got a leadoff girl in scoring position. Runs sometimes will come at a premium here as the season's gone on. You really got to cash in when you get this opportunity.
Yeah, big time spot here for Brooklyn, especially as an 8th grader. You really kind of want to show your stuff here early. So try not to try too hard to put something in play, but definitely just, even if you don't drive her in, move her over a base. Be a good hitter.
0-2, that just missed. Might have been too good to lay off, but she got away with it. I always used to tell players, sometimes you just got to try easier.
Yeah, yeah, it sounds ridiculous, but sometimes, you know, you literally try too hard to make things happen. And
Maher gets thrown out at first, and she does the job, getting Ethan to third. So a productive out, good job. And now we go to Alexi Shabam to try to drive in Ethan and cut the lead in half here.
Yeah, and Brooklyn did exactly what she needed to do. Put the ball on the ground. Ethan did a good job with the base running, waited till she threw it to first, and then with a nice slide in there is safe. Big time spot here for the Phillies. Try to drive one in.
So Ethan is at third. Shabam in the box, and she takes first pitch strike. Again, this is another exact same situation here. You'd love a hit, but you would take a productive out to cut the lead in half with so much time left in the game.
Yeah, yep.
And Shabam hits one back to the pitcher, just the only spot you couldn't really hit it. Just hit it right there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, and it's one of those, you know, that's a good job there by Ethan, because if she tries to then go home on that one, you know, unless there's a really bad throw, I mean, she's going to be out by a couple steps. But like you say, it's one of those things.
Now Callie Bebout steps in, first baseman for Shenandoah. With 2 down, Ethan at third. And Bebout chops the first one foul. Our way, but nowhere near us. So thank you to Callie for just being aware of where we are and staying away from us.
Yeah, no,
that was nice.
Very thoughtful of her.
Yep. 0-1 to Bebout. She fouls this one off. There's no car in the area, so everybody's okay. It's 0-2 with Ethan, who led off the bottom of the second with a double, gets a productive out over to third. You don't want to strand her there. You don't know how many more opportunities you're going to get here. 0-2, and Bebout lines one into right field, and that's going to get the job done. She's safe because the first baseman was not on the bag. It'll be an RBI single for Bebout.
Yeah, that was kind of an interesting one. The right fielder comes up firing to first base, but the first baseman's not on the base. And
I think she was just almost there for the cut,
yeah,
instead of covering the base.
And I'm not sure why you'd be there for the cut with 2 outs and the ball hit. There's going to be no play at home, but hey, Phillies will take that.
That's why we're up
on
here.
The board.
That's why we're up here. Cassidy Stevens now trying for another 2-out base hit with Bebout already having driven in a run, and Stevens up in the count here, 1-0, and Phillies have cut that lead down. Shut out through the first game, through 7 innings to get their first run on the board here in the bottom of the second. See if they can keep the good times a-rolling.
Yeah, nice job here so far. Getting ahead of the count, 2-0, and now trying to find one. Maybe you can square up and find a little spot.
And that 2-0 misses outside, so 3-0. Way up in the count. It's kind of one of those deals where you're like, okay, let's get back to the top of the order. Let's roll things over. And good job by Coach Burdorf there. He's got his eagle eyes on and saw a ball coming over.
I was kind of looking around, and all of a sudden,
it was a good call.
Yeah, that was close.
It's all about player safety here.
Yeah.
3-0 is well outside and down, so Bebout is going to make it to second and on the walk, and Stevens gets to first, so 2 on, 2 out. Caroline Rogers to the plate. I'll be interested to see what side of the plate she goes to. She's going to the right side.
Yeah,
interesting.
Does anybody have an extra hand we can lend her here just to help her out?
It's just a really interesting situation. And Rogers takes, so 5 straight balls by Schwabe.
And I'm taking a look here just to see how she's holding the bat with that hand. If she's just kind of laying it on there, kind of just trying to grip it as best she can, maybe just leading a lot with the left hand. I'm not sure how much she's got.
I would think you'd want to have some pressure with it, because if you didn't have pressure and then you hit the ball, the bat would recoil into your fingers, and that would really, really hurt. And that is now 6 consecutive balls for Schwabe. If you're Rogers, you obviously want to hit the ball and put it in play, but you'll take a free pass.
I think you're going to probably see her take a couple strikes here just to see, because, like you said, that's quite a few in a row, and there's 7 straight.
Yep.
The Texas A&M fans are now chanting ball 7, ball 7.
Because we know they're watching.
Yeah.
We get a lot of fans from College Station.
They do.
College Station, Texas, in case you were wondering, is where Texas A&M is located. 3-0 is in, so that breaks the seal. Us talking about it did it. There you go.
Yeah, they're probably not watching their team play tonight.
Nope.
I know they've tuned in to check out some softball here.
There might be people that have come here.
Yeah, I heard the tailgating scene here was great. So
Rogers takes a swing at the 3-1 offering, and it is now a full count, so you'll have runners on the move. Rogers at the plate with a full count. It's very much a one-handed swing there, just leading with the bottom hand there. Just getting that top hand completely off the bat here. Full count offering is downstairs, so she works the walk. And now the bases are loaded for coming into tonight an over 500 hitter in Jenna Burdorf. So you like your chances of something happening, at least ball put in play type of deal.
Yeah, and now this is a spot, not your typical probably slap situation. You're going to have to try to pick out a spot here if you're Jenna, because the normal just kind of pounded into the ground. Not a great necessarily play here, as you can just step on a base.
I like the floater over the third baseman here. I like that.
I like that.
I like that. I'm a fan of that. I feel like that would play well here. Well, not on that one, though. That probably could have been a run, but you never know the carom here. It's such a short backstop, like a lot of softball fields. There's such a small backstop with wood at the base. When it hits off that wood, you just have no clue where it's going to carom, and that time it caromed well away. Could have been a run, one they may want to have back if Burdorf can't cash in.
Yeah, and that's one you want to get that good jump, and there's a nice spot.
And that ball drops. That's going to get one in for sure. Stevens being sent home. Stevens will score. Rogers retreats back to second. Burdorf, the 2 RBI single. And Shenandoah, the offense was non-existent in game 1, and the bats have somewhat come to life here a little bit. It's now 3-2.
Yeah, and that's a great job. The center fielder there for the Knights unable to get to that one. But a good piece of hitting there by Jenna. Just to, like you said, didn't quite flop it over the third baseman's head, but kind of just plopped it over the second base into center field.
Yeah, sometimes you get those little lawn darts, and when you're a slapper, the outfield isn't maybe playing as shallow as they need to be, and the infield's in a little too far, so you get a little extra geometry you got to play with there.
Yeah, I like a little geometry lesson for everybody here tonight.
It's all about triangles.
The physics of things,
I mean, shortstop, third, left, triangle. Shortstop, center field, second base, triangle.
Yeah.
Center field.
Play it on a diamond. That has a half circle included.
Well, and you think about it.
It's a mathematician's dream.
It's all about triangles.
It's a mathematician's dream.
Only triangles. What's a diamond, really? But just a bunch of triangles.
Yeah. It's going to go in the quadrilateral.
Dumlert's one to shortstop. The throw to first in the dirt and safe. So 1 run will score, and so will Burdorf on the hustle. So Burdorf did not stop running, and that's 2 runs, infield single, 2 RBI. And sometimes when the bats aren't full of juice, you got to make things happen, and that's a good job by Burdorf to keep running around the bases and get that run.
Yeah, a really nice job there by Shenandoah, taking advantage of having base runners and not letting them go to waste out there.
So now Kylie Fouch trying to keep the good times rolling here with 2 outs as she takes Lowett inside. For Shenandoah, they have scored 4. Well, no, they scored all 5 runs with 2 outs, but they've got 3 singles and a walk in that time frame. So They're not hitting doubles, they're not hitting triples, they're not hitting gopher balls, but they're just putting the bat on the ball and finding a hole.
Yeah, it's been really good hitting here by the Phillies this inning and taking advantage of a couple of mistakes by Kuemper.
So the 9th Philly to bat in the inning is Fouch, and she hits one to third, and that'll end the inning. So for Shenandoah, 5 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the top of the third. 5-2, Shenandoah.
This very moment, a board-certified surgeon specializing in female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery is scrubbing up in a newly remodeled surgical center full of the latest technology to give a woman a chance to take back control over her body. It will take less than an hour. There will be minimal recovery time, and afterwards, she'll start to feel normal again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Together, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery are your top choice for all of your promotion needs. Whether you need screen printing or embroidery, trophies or signage, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery is your locally owned in-house answer. We pride ourselves on giving your business the highest quality promotional items with the personal attention you've come to expect. We promise you the best quality for the best price. Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery, your local answer. 1501 Zenith Drive, Sioux City.
Top of the third, Shenandoah took a 2-run deficit and turned it into a 3-run lead here in the bottom half of the second. And it's 3-4-5 due up for Kuemper to try to cut into that lead.
Yeah, that, your Shenandoah right there. That's how you take a frown and turn it upside down. Now up 5-2.
I like it. I like it. That was nice. That first pitch is fouled straight back. I'm turning up the volume because Marvin said nobody can hear us. So hopefully you can hear us now. I think you can. You can hear me at least. Can you hear Jay?
Let's see.
No.
All right.
Wait, you go.
Okay, I'll talk a little bit here.
All right.
I think I'm okay.
I think we're good.
All right. Sorry, everybody out there listening to that.
That's what happens when you're late. Schwabe hits one to third and in between the legs, and then a bad throw, but a good stretch by Bebout saves the out. That is out number 1.
Yeah, and Bebout did a really nice job. That's a dangerous play there, and I think that's one of the main reasons why there is that orange base. The throw starts drifting into that runner's lane, and she did a good job catching that, keeping it away, or else you kind of get that collision, and that's when bad things can happen. But a nice job there by Bebout to save that one.
So it brings up Ellie Sybil. Sybil fouls first pitch straight back. She hit an absolute frozen rope in the first inning right at the left fielder for Shenandoah, Sarah Pickens, and it got up into the wind and kind of played tricks with Pickens, and it floated off the top of her glove there. That was that instance we were going to talk about later. That was where the wind played tricks on it a little bit. And there it is again, but this time into shallow left field. That will be a 1-out single for Sybil. 2 for 2. She's just a triple and a homer away from the cycle here in just the top of the third.
Yeah, that's a good start.
She's got the 2 easiest ones out of the way, but with the wind blowing the way it is, anything's possible.
Yeah, and I'll give Sarah a hard time. Maybe she's not throwing her grass up there like we taught her in golf season to check that wind, things like that. We'll have to discuss that.
It is still rather windy.
It is. It is very windy. The flag is pretty much straight horizontal out. It's not blowing down like it is most nights.
First pitch to Dirksen in for strike 1. So 0-1. Courtesy runner came in for Kuemper. Part of Kuemper is Breda, the Breda Bobcats, 1978 state baseball champions. Congratulations again to them.
Did they pay you money to say that tonight?
No.
You just had to work that in?
0-2. 0-2.
I don't know if the Breda Bobcat, athletic boosters was just slipping you a couple bucks.
Hey,
just to make sure you mention that in the broadcast.
These small little towns that are just, they're no more. They have all their history. They have all their pride. Don't take it away from them. Don't take it away. Don't rain on their parade. 0-2 is swung on and missed. Big strikeout there, and that's 2 down with still a runner at first. as now it is Melinda Schaefer, and I mean this with complete respect. This is not a tongue-in-cheek situation. 1978, state baseball champions, Breda Bobcats. That's awesome. All classes. That means they had to play like the Ameses or the Dowlings or if they were around.
So can I find this on, is it on the IAHSAA website? Do they have all the former champions and who they played? And
it was so long ago that they probably don't even have records. That pitch is fouled and just out of reach of myself and Marvin. So
couldn't quite get my glove on that one.
It'll be 1-1. They count to Schaefer. During the break, maybe we'll have Marvin look up and see who Breda played in 1978. That'll be interesting. It'll be a fun little nugget for the kids at home. 1-1. That is hit hard up the middle, and that'll be a clean single there. So good 2-out piece of hitting there for Schaefer, and keeping the inning alive for Morgan Mashing.
We're putting her on the all-name team.
So Mashing, for sure on the all-name team. What was the gentleman's name from?
Just you caught me at a moment here.
What was his name?
We had Gooch the other night.
That ball's popped up, and that is going to fall. And if you would have let it go, it's okay. It was a force out. Good.
Everybody was confused, but that's still just a force out.
It'll be a 5-6 put out, fielder's choice. We go to the bottom of the third. Marvin's going to do some looking, see if we can't figure out who Breda played in 1978.
Welcome to your exclusive presentation of Shenandoah Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions. Now we begin our live coverage and hope you enjoy the broadcast.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left.
I would recommend anyone looking for employment to come here just due to the fact that we offer a warm environment. The difference in departments that the CMHI and CUSO also offer give you a wide variety of job opportunities.
Some of the benefits I appreciate are the IPERS and the paid time off.
Dental, health, vision insurance.
I would recommend that you consider a career here because of the team atmosphere.
Because you can make a difference in people's lives, and you can make a difference in the world.
We're back. Bottom of the third we go. We're getting some conflicting reports from Marvin, but we'll find it.
We'll keep looking for you. And if you're at home and have a computer readily available, we'd appreciate your help as well.
So Peyton Nathan steps in. She doubled her first time up, and that's going to be a tough play for the second baseman, but a nice play by Schaefer running back into right field. Made the play, made it look easy.
Yeah, man, a really nice play there. Used 2 hands for safety, and she did. She tracked that one down and made a nice play. Nathan, good piece of hitting there, just not far enough. Could have used another couple feet on that one. Could have had herself a single.
So it brings up Brooklyn Maher. Maher 0 for 1, but productive first out. Her last time moved Nathan over to third on a fielder's choice.
And that was big, that last inning. That was kind of the catalyst to get a run scored there. So now she's got a chance to do a little hitting herself here.
So 1-1 the count to Maher.
Now, Brooklyn wouldn't say, but I think she accredits a lot of her success out here to her 5th grade math and science teacher. I don't know who that guy was, but she has said without his inspiration, never would have been the athlete that she is today. So, not putting words out there, but I'm just saying.
Maher gets thrown out while her 5th grade math teacher showed the camera work. And that's out number 2. And that brings up Lexi Shabam.
That way, at least if she listens later, rewatches the highlights, she can listen to that one.
Schwam too short and steps and throws in off the bag. So it's going to be an error on the shortstop, and we continue on with Callie Bebout.
Yeah, and these are definitely those situations, if you're the Phillies, you know, you don't love that it comes with 2 outs, but you got to try to take advantage now. Kuemper's giving you some opportunities here to advance innings, and so let's see here what Callie can do. This, I think, would be a perfect time to just, you know, like you said, throw a little lawn dart right over the second baseman's head. And so, I mean, if you look here, there's a lot of space right back there, and just as I say it, she must be listening because she's gone back to her normal position. Giving all these secrets away up here. That pitch a little bit high. Good job there by Bebout. Getting out of the way of that one. We got a 1-1 count here. Both TJ and Marvin very busy trying to find this breed of Bobcat to prove that he's correct.
Well, I could be wrong on the year, but there's a sign.
And there
I've seen it. I've seen it.
So now it goes 2-1 here.
You got it.
And
Marvin and I are working.
Runner Shabam advancing to second. So 2-1 count here. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Phillies are up 5-2. And that's strike 2. Callie chases a high one there, like we talked about. Kind of that grapefruit. Looks like it's just perfect to hit, but a little high up there. So we got a 2-2 count here. 2 outs. A lot of 2s on the board. Shake your hats if you're at home. Help her out.
And that is out number 3, strike number 3. No runs on no hits in an error. We go to the top of the 4th. Still 5-2.
Jim Hughes Real Estate has been a family-owned business since 1973, serving Iowa, Missouri, and Nebraska. Our experienced sales staff is eager to work for you. We look forward to offering you the best in personal service to meet all of your real estate needs, including residential, commercial, land, new construction, and auction services. Visit our website at jimhughesrealestate.com. Our website is updated daily. That's jimhughesrealestate.com.
We are back here in Shenandoah.
Leading off for the Knights at the top of the 4th.
Top of the 4th, getting ready to go. And it is going to be 8-9 top of the order. Somebody from Breda needs to let me know. I've actually talked to my brother-in-law. Just sent my brother-in-law a text because he's the one that said 78.
Checking those sources now. I like it.
But he's also not a super big baseball buff, so perhaps he was wrong on the year. But if you drive through Breda, it's right there. 1-0 count, and now 2-0 to Whiskas. And if for your edification at home, it's top of the 5th in the baseball game, and it's still nothing. So 2 good ball games here in game 2 for both softball and baseball. Now 3-0 to Whiskas, the number 8 hitter for the Knights.
Yeah, Jenna's got to get back in the count here, start throwing strikes. Been a little bit erratic in the 4th, so just got to buckle down, start throwing strikes again. Walks lead to bad things, and so let's make sure we have all base runners earn their way on.
3-0 to Whiskas is upstairs, so that is a 4-pitch walk and a rarity for Burdorf. She doesn't do that much as the season's gone on. That's right, TJ. Thanks, Coach. Good call.
No, I'm just thinking over here.
That was good.
Lost in translation.
Another fun little nugget about that northwest corner
I
around
feel like
Carroll.
you're just making stuff up now.
First pitch is bunted, another sacrifice, and it works out that way. as Miley Schaefer gets the job done. Sacrifice moves Wiskus to second.
I never realized my voice was so high either. I've never been accused of having that.
I don't even know what. I didn't even say anything.
Yeah, no.
But
just Marvin throwing in from the back there.
One of the best places to eat in all the entire state of Iowa. It's right up there, Litterdale Country Store. Look it up if you're in the area. Litterdale Country Store. They'll do catering for you. They'll do meals. They'll do weddings, funerals, events. But they also have the store. You can go in and eat there. And I'm telling you,
it's one of those places that you probably would never notice driving by, but if you stop in there,
if you're from up there and you hear the name Litterdale, first thing you think of is the Litterdale Country Store. Yeah, I'm serious. Like they did our wedding.
It was good.
It was amazing.
All right. What'd you have? I'm gonna put you in the Wayback Machine.
I had food.
Yeah, do you remember what you had? A little chicken, pork,
I feel like, I don't know. There's so much. There's two options. I believe we had a chicken and a pork option. That is a fielder's choice RBI, as that does get the run in, but that will be out number 2. We had like a chicken and a pork, but there were so many salads and veggies, I mean, it was just the whole smorgasbord of things.
Yep, no, always delicious things. See, my favorite Midwestern thing is what you can put in the salad category. It could have no actual nutritional value, and in the Midwest, we can still call that a salad. I like that. I like that a lot.
What salad are you talking about?
Oh, like an apple Snicker salad, a pasta salad.
There you go. 0-1 is popped right up the elevator shaft. Burdorf says, I got it. 2 hands for safety. That'll end the inning, but the Knights do pick up a run to inch a little closer. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Shenandoah, 2 runs better to this point. We'll be right back.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
Possession.
United Group Insurance. People you know and people you trust. Because we are local in Southwest Iowa, with offices in Red Oak, Atlantic, Griswold, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents will find the perfect policy for your needs from the wide variety of carriers that we work with. We offer policies for home, auto, life, farm, health, and commercial, with vast experience in both hail and crop insurance. Learn more at unitedgroupins.com today.
I see it, yep, I got you.
We're back here, bottom of the 4th. Bases loaded going on Harry Sparger Field. The Knights, their biggest threat of Game 2 right now, as Logan Twyman is on the bump for Shenandoah. And there's only 1 out here in the top of the 5th as they're trying to keep that game 0-0. Well, we're ready to go again here on the softball field. Cassidy Stevens will lead things off. And there was a false heads up, baseball's coming at you call. And everybody kind of paused for a minute, but I think we're okay now. You all right, Coach?
Yeah, I'm good.
Marked safe?
Safe.
Hashtag marked safe.
Mark safe on Facebook. I got to get there and update it so everybody knows.
I love it when people, and I'm not picking on anybody, I don't do this, but not anybody specific. There's not like one person as that pitch is in for strike number 1. When somebody who was nowhere near it, anything that happened, they were nowhere near it. But then 6 hours later, they marked themselves safe. Not anywhere near, if there was a tragic event or a cool event or an exciting event or an awful, anywhere's in between. And it really affected people, but not you. Yeah. And everybody knows not you.
You got to make sure.
You mark yourself safe.
You got to get them likes.
You gotta get them likes.
Gotta get them likes.
Or the huggy emojis.
Yeah.
The huggy emojis.
Yeah, gotta get.
Remember when you used to be able to dislike something?
Yeah.
That was when Facebook was.
I do.
That was when it. You can't do it anymore.
No, I do like to throw some thumbs downs every once in a while.
But you can't do it anymore.
Not on like posts. No, you have to like send that as like an emoji.
Yes. But yeah, like
oh, Coach Burdorf out there showing the wheels.
Did you zoom in on that?
I did not. I was standing here looking at you talking about disliking Facebook posts, and out of the corner of my eye, everybody kind of flinched out here, and I see Coach Burdorf. Just a purple flash over there running that one down.
I just remember as the 2-1 to Stevens is chopped foul, so it's 2-2. I just remember back when Facebook really kind of became a thing. I was in college, and yeah, you could like it, dislike it, or love it, or like laugh at it. That was it.
Yeah, there's only a couple.
That was kind of it. But like, you really knew how people stood, and they didn't have to say anything with the dislike. But now, that is in for strike number 3. That's out number 1. But now we take away the dislike button, but we let everybody go on negative diatribes. Like instead, like have something better to do with your day than post negative things on somebody's.
Yeah,
just
you need a little more positive.
Just be positive, or just don't say anything.
Yeah.
Like just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Bring back the dislike button, and then people will say less. They'll just dislike it, and that's cool. Right?
I think Cassidy would have disliked that.
Yeah, thumbs down.
She would have thumbs down that one.
Rogers takes ball down and away. I feel like that might be the most important thing I've talked about all day.
I'm glad. Now, Rogers here back on the left side. So, going back to maybe a little slap style. Gets it down. Nice play there. And she's thrown out. A little 1-3 put out there. And now 2 outs for the Phillies. And you can kind of just see Caroline not real happy to be hitting left-handed, to kind of have to do that slap hitting, because she's a very good hitter, and you kind of get to that situation where, you know, I think you're just a little bit frustrated with the circumstances of things, but she's still out there toughing it out and giving everything that she's got for this team.
Couldn't have put it better myself. As Burdorf lays a bunt down, that's a good one. She's going to beat that out without question. So that is another hit for Burdorf. That's an infield single on the bunt and a 2-out single for Abby Dumler. And Dumler, one of those kids, we don't have a lot of them wearing maroon and white tonight, but she's one of them that if she could get the ball up in the jet stream, it will go.
Tonight's a good night.
Yeah, tonight's a good night.
This is a good spot for one, too.
Yeah, little gopher ball. Just a lot of lift and separate here, Dumler.
We're gonna talk a little bit louder so maybe we can just manifest that.
A little bit faster now? A little bit faster now. Dumler chops one, 2 hopper to short, and that throws in time. So her not hitting a home run was.
And shout. Come on now, shout. I got you there.
Oh, yep, there you go. Top of the 5th we go. Still 5-3.
For over 30 years, Pella Corporation has proudly supported the communities and neighborhoods they call home. As one of the largest employers in the area, they believe in investing in their community, creating opportunities, and shaping a brighter future for all. Visit www.careers.pella.com to explore exciting possibilities and see what job opportunities could await you. Again, www.careers.pella.com.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
If you could only hear some of the conversations we have.
We're just talking about weather.
We are. We're just talking about
is it Derecho coming? El Nino. If they had a child, it'd be called an El Gordo.
It was not anything bad. It was
we're just
being silly, goofy, having a good time. But we're in the top of the 5th. This game has had 8 runs, has had 10 hits and 2 errors, and a host of decent plays on both sides, a lot of bunts. But it's moved along pretty smoothly. There hasn't been a lot of walks. There's been a lot of pretty good softball both ways.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see. You want to put the ball in play and have kids making plays. It's a lot more fun on both sides if, it's just not a merry-go-round of walks and hit batsmen and errors, things like that, and everybody's played well. It's been fun to watch.
So Schwabe is in. She has grounded out twice to Kylie Fouch. So see if she can think up the middle here. Now it's 1-1. That hit something.
That one got a vehicle. That was a foul ball from the baseball field, and that one hit squarely. That made a loud...
made like a ram.
Yeah.
Made like a ram sound.
A ram sound. I don't know. Maybe it hit the back
of a ram
in the back end there.
1-1 to Schwabe. That misses off the plate and then off the mask.
Nice job by Brooklyn using her head there.
Yep, that's why they call that stuff the tools of ignorance.
Yeah, the umpire there checking in. I think that's Jim Doyle.
That's a really good job.
Yeah.
Somebody gets hit in the melon, you step out, dust the plate off. Hey, you okay? Cool, let's go. I like it.
Kind of a laugh from both of them there.
2-1 is chopped to Dummler. Steps, fires out. Number 1, 6-3 for out number 1.
Yeah, and a great play there by Abby. Gobbled that one up, made a good strong throw there to Callie, and 1 out.
So Ellie Sybil steps in. She is 2 for 2, triple and a homer away from the cycle. Both of her hits have been to left field, so if I'm the left side of the infield, Dummler, Fouch. If I'm Pickens, I'm very aware. If I'm Stevens, I'm probably shaded quite a ways into the alley here, even though I don't think that that's happening. But I would do that.
Yeah, as you know, we are 2 members of the FBB COA, former Baseball Coaches of America.
I would at least move them a few steps, right?
We're always thinking up here.
Go ahead and make them hit it the other way, right? And she does. And that ball's tough hop, and that's going to go down. Marvin, you tell me. Marvin says error. Wow, tough, Marvin. First error of the night for Shenandoah. That's a tough one. It was a hard hit ball, Marvin. All right. I tried, Lexi. I gotta listen to Marvin. You don't get nominated for the awards that he got nominated for.
I think if you would ask Lexi on that one, I think she said I probably should have made that play. And that one kind of ate her up a little bit. That ball was hard hit, so. But now they got to get back here.
It almost looked like the glove was too far underneath the body instead of out in front.
Out in front, yeah. Stay on the toes, lean out in front.
First pitch to Dierksen. Dierksen hit an RBI single her first time up and then followed that up with a strikeout, so she's 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. Runner at first, 1 out, 5-3. Dierksen hits one right to us, heads up. If you heard that, that was the sound of Coach Soderberg
trying to catch it.
Trying to catch the ball.
The hands were there. The screen got in the way. Even Jenna gave a look up here like he didn't make that play. I was going after it. I had hands ready.
0-2 offering coming away to Dierksen. And that goes upstairs. So 1-2. And critical in a tight game, especially when you have the lead. Tight game, runners on base, those pass ball, wild pitch situations, right? You're still kind of breaking in that new catcher. Keep everything in front, right?
Yep. No free bases allowed.
And that's a hard hit foul straight back by Dierksen. Not suggesting that's going to happen, but if they're going to advance bases, you want them to earn it, and rather than giving them the extra 60 feet. 60 feet?
Yes. Always. I mean, if they want to do the sacrifice bunt, you'll take the outs, but you don't want to give them just free options here.
Man.
So Brooklyn's got to do a good job getting the shoulders out square, knocking everything down behind there. Good spot there. She held it just a second longer just to see if the umpire may change his mind. I've yet to ever see that work.
Right? It's the 1 count because you don't want to show him up.
No, and I've yet to ever see that work, but I always do like the thought, just holding it, maybe give him a second thought.
Now, as she gets older, the thought should be, we'll wait till after this pitch. 2-2 is going to be lined right back to Bergdorf, and Dummler picks it up and tags out the runner for a fielder's choice heads-up play. And good thing Bergdorf was wearing her mask because that thing came back at her in a flash.
Yeah, that was scooting, and Dummler, I think, as she thinks about that later, should have just stepped on the base and thrown it to first. We could have had a double play, and that one was hit hard enough to make that play. But she did a good job of just making sure of getting an out. And now we've got 2 outs in the inning.
So back to the as Melinda Schaefer steps in. Back to the catcher umpire etiquette. First pitch swung on and missed. As you get a little more seasoned back there, you can get a little bit better at the whole, hey, where was that? Like, hey, did that miss outside? Was that up? Was that down? You ask questions.
Yep.
And they will be more than happy to answer you. As that ball is lined into right center field and over the head of Rogers. Rogers underhand throw to Shabam. The run will come in to score, and the throw to third is offline. So a 1-run RBI triple. Hopefully everybody's okay there, as Schaefer landed awkwardly on the base. Hopefully she's all right. We're gonna step aside. We'll pay some bills. Hopefully, again, Schaefer is okay after the RBI triple. We'll be right back.
I always was fascinated with working on vehicles ever since I was a little kid. I went to college for it, and it's just fun. To me, it's like an adult with a puzzle. When you can take the vehicles apart and you put them back together. The most rewarding thing about our business is just having customers be happy when they leave. It's everything. If you have people leave and they're unhappy, you have no business.
Jake Johnson for the softball field. Jake Johnson.
We are back here in Shenandoah. Schaefer's still down at third base. They're concerned about what looks like her right knee. She's going to try to get up. She is up, so that's good. She's trying to walk it off. She's walking on her own power, trying to shake things out a little bit. And fortunately, Coach, looks like she's going to remain in this game. You don't have your headphones on, so you can't speak.
No, I was watching there just a minute.
You were about to start talking.
I was starting to talk and then realized I took my headphones off just for the moment.
Yeah.
But, no, it looks like she's up.
I'm happy she's okay.
Courtesy runner here.
Yeah, they're going to bring in a courtesy runner, and that's going to be Sarah Batts. Sarah Batts to go along with
we might have
Morgan Mashing.
Yes, I think two on the.
Have we ever had a team with two?
No, and I still can't think of that young man's name from Missouri Valley. That
was it.
It was Handles. It was
Jack Handles.
There it was.
Jack Handles. That was one of the best. Because it was subtly good.
It was,
right?
Yeah. He handled the glove well out there.
He handles that pop fly without
she was a very good softball player. I mean, we got all the...
that was so we need to come up with a list.
Yeah, we're going to start putting them in their positions, and I definitely think that's
it's an intergender situation.
Yeah, either
right?
softball, baseball, yep.
I think the way to get it done, though, is to make sure that we're not left field, center field, right field, second base, because there could be multiples. So we need to be outfield,
infield.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I feel like we can come up with a solid team, and this is, again, no slights towards any of these kids. Awesome names.
Yeah, no, not
right.
Based nothing on abilities, just fun names.
Like great names. First pitch offered at and missed by the aforementioned Morgan Mashing, and with a name like that, you don't want to be bunted.
No, I'm very disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
With a last name of Mashing, we're trying to bunt.
Yeah, you just got to feel the breeze and let it fly. Lift and separate, Mashing. But the tying run at third, Mashing hits it to shortstop and safe. So beats it out, infield single all the way, and that ties the ball game. Coach, we got a brand new game. Great hustle by Mashing.
Yeah, Mashing did a really good job mashing those feet into the ground to get there quickly. And
that was weak.
Yeah, I know. That's about all I can do.
That was weak.
I'm disappointed that
mashing bats in.
Yeah, mashing.
See what she did?
Yeah.
She bats in.
She has got really good speed, though.
Bats.
I'm moving on because I'm impressed. She got to second base there in about a second. Great speed there.
She's fast.
She's very fast.
Should change her name to Speeding, as that ball is chopped to third, and that'll end the inning. But
that was an eventful inning.
We gotta take a break. I'm done for right now. We'll be back. I'm sorry.
Together, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery are your top choice for all of your promotion needs. Whether you need screen printing or embroidery, trophies or signage, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery is your locally owned in-house answer. We pride ourselves on giving your business the highest quality promotional items with the personal attention you've come to expect. We promise you the best quality for the best price. Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery, your local answer. 1501 Zenith Drive, Sioux City.
Welcome to your exclusive presentation of Shenandoah Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions. Now we begin our live coverage and hope you enjoy the broadcast.
Day late, dollar short.
We're back. We're back here.
A day late and a dollar short on that, Joe.
We're back here in Shenandoah. It has been a fun one. It's been a really entertaining game. Shenandoah fell in game one, 5-0, I believe. It could have been 6. I was sitting out there with all the common folk. I'm a common folk, so I was sitting out there with all them.
Checking out the tailgating scene that Texas A&M fans were coming to look at.
The 12th man was here in full force.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were out there, and it was all Knights in game one. In game two, Shenandoah got all 5 runs in the second inning, and Kuemper has slowly chipped away. And now Kylie Fouch, who's 0 for 2, and she may get herself a lucky single, and she cannot. Really good. That's going to go down as a 1-4-3 putout because it touched Schwabe's glove.
Yeah.
So 1-4-3 put out. Fouch now 0 for 3.
And I said, I can't quite tell if that hurt Kylie on that one because I didn't know if that was going to get through for a single or if the second baseman was going to get that.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a good luck out there or a base hit there.
And it's kind of just off the hands or off the glove, and a tough way to get out.
Peyton Ethan 1 for 2 takes first pitch 1-0. Huh. How about that? One ball, and no strikes, and that one misses up and away. So 2-0 to Ethan, the designated player in game 2 tonight.
I feel like this is a good spot, Time for Ethan to find a gap.
Ethan chops it to first and scooped up a little do-it-yourselfer for Dirksen. That's out number 2.
She did not shop at the Gap for the 4th of July, so
she did
a little
not.
disappointed in her. Might have to get there this week.
She did not. So Brooklyn Maher steps in. Maher 0 for 3. She's hit the ball to the left side of the infield twice. Lights, flash, bells ring for those folks over there on the left side. Shortstop, third base, left fielder. 0-1 to Maher. And a little bit of an off speed, I believe, that missed upstairs. 1-1.
Yeah. And now it's one of those spots, again, you're not trying to do too much here for Brooklyn, but just take a pitch that you can hit and see what you can do with it.
Maher takes a 1-1 changeup and fouls it straight back if Brooklyn should get on. Looks like Lindy Green is in the on-deck circle. She looks like she would maybe be batting for Callie Beebout here.
So could it be the mini RBI machine?
Could be.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Could be. 1-2 to Maher. That misses down. A little 40-footer there, so it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In a 5-5 game in the 5th. That's the exact same flip.
Yeah, that's a lot of...
5-5-5-2-2-2.
I like that. I'm going to see if I can get a picture of that.
Well, it's going to be over in just a second. It's over now.
Yep, can't get the
that
camera
will
there.
never happen again.
It may never.
If that was Marvin, he would have done it. He would have had it.
After the game, I'm just going to reset everything just so I get the picture.
Oh, good. Full count offering, man. Maher chops it in fair territory. It's going to go off the glove of the third baseman, Mashing. And I know Mashing's got some wheels, but so does Maher, and that would have been a tough play. Marvin says, base hit, infield single. So now Lindy Green steps in. An 8th grader gets on base with 2 outs, and now another 8th grader steps up with 2 outs.
Yep.
Dynamite drop in there. That was good.
Yeah, I was watching here. We've got Ethan warming up here for Shenandoah. I was trying to get the number. Because I think Carol Kuemper also has a girl warming up in the, I don't know if you call it a bullpen. I don't really know where she came from. Maybe she came from the other field. But I was watching her trot in. There was a stoppage. Yeah, that's what I do. I bring those yeps. Just let everybody know that hard-hitting reporting, color commentary over here.
Fly ball, caught.
Yeah.
Major League, love it.
Fly ball.
Dynamite drop in money.
Yeah. Do what I can over here. Get paid the big bucks. I got already subtracted pay. I was late, so that's what happens.
Nobody from FDS is listening.
No.
You're good. They won't even notice. With all the clicks and hits that the A&M fans that we brought in, they'll forgive that. So Green steps up against Schwabe. Green gets jammed. The throw is not going to be made as it was fumbled there. That will be an error on Schwabe. So now 2 on and 2 outs. And it was, I believe, I do apologize to the entire Bebout family because it was Green batting for Shabam. And Bebout is up now. So 1,000 apologies to the entire family of Shabams, because Shabam will now re-enter to run.
Yep. And, not necessarily, if you're Lindy, the farthest hit you probably ever had, but she'll take it. And she's not a slap hitter. It looked like a slap hit. It only just went about 3 feet. And we've got another ball coming flying in here. Boy, it is, maybe just with that wind, everything's carrying a little bit further into the softball, but that's about the 5th or 6th one we've had into the field here tonight that has kind of slowed everything down. So
I feel like we should put up like a
giant
screen.
Yeah, right in the middle. Make everybody just pick their sides.
I agree. I'm all for it.
You just started just right in between the light poles, maybe.
I think so. Just straight there.
And see. And now after all that, you were making fun of me, and now
I wasn't making fun of anything.
We've got a pitching change coming in here. I was trying to do that in-depth reporting.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Knights, number 17, Miley Schaefer.
So Schaefer coming in to pitch. Did she pitch the first game?
She did.
She did. Okay. So again, it's definitely going to take the Phillies here a couple, probably pitches to kind of get used to that velocity again as she's coming in.
The velo, hashtag velo, as the cool kids would say.
And I don't think I've ever heard a kid say that. Is that a thing?
Velo?
No,
People say velo.
It was just hashtag velo. I don't know if that's a thing.
Oh, I used to text, like when I text my kids, I would write the word hashtag. And then I would say something.
Oh, that's even better.
It would drive them nuts. Oh, I don't do that anymore. Now all the kids say all these other weird words.
Oh, yeah, yes.
They say a bunch of weird words, so I say those things. But hashtag's not really, it's a thing still, but like people don't say that anymore.
You just got to put up the 4 fingers there and make your own pound sign. So we got 2 outs. 2 outs in the inning here. New pitcher in the game. Phillies have first and second, golden opportunity to try to take a lead. And now we're all a little bit jumpy here with the foul balls. You can hear the ting of the carbon composite baseball bats anymore. Not really aluminum, so. All right, we're back here. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th.
I'll let you do that whole thing. That was good. And a little extra giddy up on that one from Schaefer, and it's 0-1, as that you could kind of tell Bebout, a couple at bats against Schwabe, a little different.
Yeah, she's going to have to speed everything up here.
And now 0-2.
Two absolute darts in there. And so now you got to be ready to hit, and you got to quicken up quickly, to not say it twice, but
0-2 misses down and away, and Cullen, who came in to run for Maher, is still running. But yeah, Miley Schaefer pitched a complete game shutout in game 1, and trying to work the Knights out of some damage here, potential damage here in the bottom of the 5th of game 2. And that's going to be popped up over the head of the third baseman. Fair ball. And Cullen on her way home. The throw will not be in time. The throw to third not in time. And then Bebout goes to second on the throw. Bound might call that a double, but I'm calling it a single and an RBI.
Yeah, and that's a nice piece of hitting there, and a little bit unlucky for our name of the game, as she just wasn't able to get a full glove on that one, just over her head on MASH. And so now Bebout drives in the run, 6-5 here for the Phillies.
See what you did there. Thanks for that.
Yeah, do what I can. And now we've got a runner in there. I think it's Chloe Nelson.
So, something also to note, just for housekeeping, that run was charged to Schwabe. So at the moment, unless the Knights can come back, Schwabe will be the losing pitcher of record.
Yep.
If Athan comes in, Burdorf would be the pitcher of record for Shenandoah should this lead hold.
Yeah, because she still was the pitcher when they technically got the win. We haven't started the next half inning, so
just a little housekeeping.
Bit, it's good for the people at home because sometimes they
for their edification.
Yep, I like that. Good word.
And that 1-0 misses, or excuse me, it swung on and missed 1-1. As I said that to the missus a while back, and she goes, "That's not even a word." I said, "Look it up."
Ooh, yeah, save that for Scrabble on a Saturday night at the Young
I'll
House.
never have enough letters for that. I don't even know how many letters that is. 74. There's a Z in there.
There's.
It's one.
I said your third grade teacher is just sad right now.
1 ball, 2 strike count, and that pitch is in self-defense fouled off, so it's still 1-2.
Yeah, big spot here now. Again, you got two runners in scoring position. Stevens, see if she can just get something into play. Doesn't have to hit it real hard. There's a lot of velocity coming at her.
1-2 popped up and mashing. Makes a catch. So 1 run on a hit and an error. Maybe 2. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look. Top of the 6th we go. Shenandoah clinging to a 1-run lead.
I would recommend anyone looking for employment to come here just due to the fact that we offer a warm environment. The difference in departments that the CMHI and CUSO also offer give you a wide variety of job opportunities.
Some of the benefits I appreciate are the IPERS and the paid time off.
Dental, health, vision insurance.
I would recommend that you consider a career here because of the team atmosphere.
Because you can make a difference in people's lives, and you can make a difference in the world.
Number 17, Jenna Burdorf moves.
Jim Hughes Real Estate has been a family-owned business since 1973, serving Iowa, Missouri, and Nebraska. Our experienced sales staff is eager to work for you. We look forward to offering you the best in personal service to meet all of your real estate needs, including residential, commercial, land, new construction, and auction services. Visit our website at jimhughesrealestate.com. Our website is updated daily. That's jimhughesrealestate.com.
And we're back here. We've got the top of the 6th. Shenandoah took the lead 6-5 as we go into the last 2 innings. We do have a pitching change for the Phillies. So again, TJ gave me a hard time watching all these other things, not giving the great color commentary, but Lexi Shabam in to pitch. Jenna Burdorf in.
Nope.
No, not Lexi Schwab. Peyton Athan in the pitch. Sorry. Jenna goes into left field, and then Sarah Pickens comes out.
How's that feel getting knocked off?
Yeah, that's what I said. I was sitting over here just
high and mighty, and then there you go.
That's what happens. That's why I'm the color commentary
Stiff breeze blew you right off, didn't
color
it?
commentary guy over here.
So Ethan back into pitch. Oh,
I was so
boy.
confident about it, too. It just rolled right out.
Yep, that's okay. I believe I had a post-game interview. Is that 1-0 pitch is a firm fastball, and in for strike number 1 as Schaefer misses. I had a post-game interview with Burdorf the last time I did a softball game. You weren't here. 1-1 pitch is in for strike number 2. And I believe, talking to him, I said volleyball.
Yeah, just getting
Oh, trust me, he knocked me off my high horse real quick.
All right.
So it all goes around, comes around all the same. And that 1-2 is swung on and missed. Schaefer down on strikes out number 1. Definitely a change of pace when both of these pitchers who pitched game 1 have come into pitch game 2.
Yeah, and you can kind of see why that first game was such a low-scoring game. Tough to get hits off these two, and they're both bringing some good speed. Hashtag velo.
Nice. That's going to stick. I feel like it will. That is a foul ball. Had Fouch touched it, would have been fair, but Casey Peter, tough break there for the leadoff hitter for the Knights.
Yeah, and if you're wondering at home why it wasn't fair, it started in fair territory, but then went into foul before it got to the base, so that is a foul ball.
So 0-1 to Peter, and Peter slap bunts, drag bunts, foul, so 0-2. Now, I do have a question. On a slap hitter, if you do offer as a bunt and not a swing, is that considered the same as if you just squared a bunt like in baseball?
I feel like it should be.
Shouldn't it be?
It should be.
As that 0-2's fouled straight back. Okay, now that's happened a couple of times tonight in game 1.
She swung there on,
Game 1 and game 2 with 2 strikes. I've seen batters who do slaps who clearly are not swinging, and they foul it off. They're clearly offering to bunt. Not like that. Peter hits another one. Foul. Good call by Doyle. That was a good call, though. He was right on, and it was foul. Good job. I can see it from up here with my eagle eyes. Marvin's the one saying it was foul. But anyways, I think that's interesting. I don't know what the actual rule is as a slapper if you're swinging as opposed to if you're just trying to stick the bat out and meet it. If it's a slap motion, is it null and void, right? Peter, good speed, throw to first in the dirt, and Peter will make it all the way to second. She might go to third. She's got some hops and some wheels. She probably jumps high.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was going to say, she's got some hops, all right.
And some wheels.
I don't think that has anything to do with running, but
did you see how high she jumped?
Yeah.
The camera didn't catch that.
I couldn't get up that high that fast.
Get up that high. Oh, it's been a long day. I've been working on a lot of stuff today. I've scanned like 150 documents today. That's unbelievable.
That's enough to give you a headache right there.
Yeah.
Working with technology.
Yeah, that'll go down as an E6 in your programs. And a bunt is going to go foul. So, for this right-handed hitter, which is Allison Ostender, so for this hitter, she goes 0-2 and then she squares the bunt and bunts it foul. It's an out, right? It's a third strike. It counts as a strikeout. But with a slapper, if you're doing that slap motion and you have the bat squared, not swinging, I don't understand that rule, right?
Well, in baseball, would it not be if you're trying to drag bunt as a lefty?
This is not baseball, right?
I know, but in baseball, my thoughts would be if you're still trying to attempt, it would be out. Softball players out there, please text us, chime into the conversation.
Text the teen line.
Yeah, we'll put it on the poll so everybody can vote.
Oh, did you?
Nice piece of base running there as the Phillies were kind of celebrating the strikeout. Maybe forgot that there was a runner on second. And
did you ever have a teen line?
She swiped third. No, I did not.
I didn't either.
I'm not that old.
I didn't either. You're kind of old.
Not that old. That's why I put that in there. I'm getting old, yes, but
we could have had one. Friends of mine definitely had teen lines, and we never got one.
You'll have to just in between innings. You have to tell me what that is.
A teen line?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, folks who are slightly older than Jay, please. If anybody's watching who knows what a teen line is, just send him a text.
Yeah.
If you didn't have a teen line, you weren't cool growing up, and I didn't have one. I wasn't cool. 2-0 is inside 3-0 to Charlotte Schwabe. That's awesome. Teen lines, they were great. Had friends. So there's a separate line. Like, because, people call it a landline at home.
Yeah, I know that one.
You know what a landline is?
We even had the rotary phone at home.
So
we had to go and
instead of tying up your phone, the kid would get a separate line. It'd be a teen line. So it's like specific. That's what they called it.
Okay.
So like you wouldn't tie up phone for mom and dad in case somebody called, because kids were always on the phone all the time with the see-through phone, so you could see the guts of it.
Yeah.
Right.
I do remember those. And then just wait till we had dial-up internet and did the same thing.
Well, yeah, you had to have a separate line for that. Yeah, but that was essentially...
Us that lived in the country, we weren't that fancy. We just got one line.
What? You didn't have a separate line for your internet?
No. It was all on one.
That's weird.
So if you were on the internet,
So nobody could call?
No. It was just like leaving the phone off the hook.
Oh, wow.
Kids today don't know the struggles of, having to have your quick MSN Messenger chats and then getting off the internet so everybody else can use the phone.
Pass ball, runner going home, throws not in time. So Peters, as Coach mentioned, a really good base running. She has the hops and the speed to get around and come in to score on what we had talked about just a couple of innings ago. The pass ball, right? The free bases.
The Nostradamus of the FBB COAs over here. We've seen these things happen, come to fruition, and exactly there. So we've got 6-6 now in the top of the sixth.
That's no bueno.
No, we got to get another run on there for the Phillies.
Yeah, we do.
Got to get that off there real quick.
I don't think somebody's too excited about your comment about teen lines. We'll just put it that way.
That's fine.
Hey, I'm with you on that. I am absolutely with you on that, because that was a dirty, low-down comment that Coach Soderberg made.
Throwing jabs at it.
That was ageism.
Well,
you know how old Marvin is?
Guilty
Marvin's
over here.
an old guy. And he was offended. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 6-6 in the sixth, and that's out number 3. 6-6 in the sixth, and that is the third out. We go to the bottom of the sixth, and it is all square.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
Oh, good. Bottom of the sixth we go. We are all tied at 6, and it is top O the order for Shenandoah. If there's a better chance to get something going this inning or next inning, you would assume, logically, it would be this time with the top of the order due up on base percentage and speed aplenty at the top with Rogers and Burdorf.
Yeah, so switch hitter here tonight. Caroline Rogers is batted left, right, and now right again.
You think she'll try middle one of these times?
Just stand there and just take one. Get on base.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Not off the velocity that's coming here, but maybe still second, maybe still third. Try to kind of manufacture your own winning run here.
Okay, interesting question, too. Should we get there? Should she get on? Should she steal? Will she slide head first like she always does with the bum hand?
No, you better
feet first,
better
right?
Go feet first.
Feet first for safety. I would think so. As that 2-0 is in for a strike, but she's still got to get on first. That'll be an interesting thing to look at, because is she a throw caution to the wind person, or is she just is she having to adjust to life with the hand the way that it is that is swung on and missed. 0-2.
Yeah, man. So
I hope we get to see it.
I know. I want her to make contact here. She's not going to have a lot of power with the kind of one-handed follow-through, but maybe just enough with a little breeze just to find a little outfield grass.
That 0-2 misses down and away, so we are... You want seconds, kids? No. We're all full.
We're all full. Wow. Wow. Okay, so now as a pitcher here, would you try to work her maybe a little bit more in on the hands to see if she's got that?
Nah, I just spot one on the outside corner.
Well, and that's, perfect. But I want you to think on that one before we go back. But, if someone's...
I'd live inside.
Yeah, struggling with the hand.
Yep.
And, I'm not saying throw in on her hands, but just work the inside corner. And, because, if you get one off kind of the inside handle, it's not going to go very far. It's going to sting. But
yeah, I would try to work them in and get them out of way, or work them out and get them out leaning out over, and then try to come back inside. One or the other.
Yeah,
I think, but that works too.
I didn't pitch with enough velo to have that conversation with myself.
I didn't throw very hard either.
I said mine was going to curve, dip, duck, dodge, or dive, and if it didn't, it was going to be a meatball. So
I could generally throw it where I wanted to, but not generally hard. As that 0-1 is in for strike number 2.
I was a real Bob Rosser in the time of Bob Ross. Yeah,
time of Bob Ross, but you weren't in time for a team line.
No,
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Oh, I'm waiting to hear from my other listeners here.
0-2 to Burdorf, and that is right on the corner, as you mentioned it, Coach, the Bob Ross effect, as that's out number 2.
Yep, so a couple other listeners, they know what it is.
Of course they know what it is. It was a thing.
Us country bumpkins over here, we didn't...
It didn't matter where you lived.
Hey, but in northern Minnesota, we just finally got color TV. We just got internet.
We walked uphill both ways to school in 12 feet of snow.
We were too busy fighting off polar bears and things like that.
I know what you're talking about.
Skiing down the glaciers.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we were rooting a boot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Drinking our milk.
Milk.
Putting our stuff in our bag.
In your bags and drinking your milk and... One out of Dumbler.
Usually, at some point during the school year, I'll just say this: the teachers always play that game. I was picking from The Simpsons, where everybody's laughing at me, and they're just laughing. Just say it again, Minnesota kid. We always have one of those conversations at least once a school year.
Gotcha. Dumbler swings and misses again. Tardy on the hashtag velo.
Yeah, and definitely got to shorten up, choke up a little bit. She's throwing hard enough. You don't have to put a big swing on it. But, got to speed up the swings here tonight.
I don't even speed up the swings, but just adjust the timing. Get that foot down, right? And that one misses. It's I think that's just always the fallback with a kid when you're trying to catch up to somebody that's throwing faster. You think, I got to swing harder, or I got to swing faster. Dude, you just got to get your foot down.
Foot down a little quicker.
It's just change your timing, right? You don't have to swing any harder.
No,
just get it there.
You got to quicken the bat to the hitting zone.
You better decide sooner. And Dumbler, making a little bit of an adjustment, was very tardy on the first 2 swings. This time, still behind it, but now making some contact here, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, no, and nice hustle over there by Coach Doust. Getting on there, and now Ethan and Sons trying to find a popsicle, something to earn for getting that foul ball for him. But
concession stands closed.
We've got lots of 6s, lots of 2s. Thank you for letting me know. Again, didn't get a picture. Maybe at home you got a picture. Send it in.
It would have been cooler with the 5s because they're like the opposite. The 5s and the 2s, yeah. So we're all full as Dumbler took the 2-2 pitch. Should she get a board, it will bring back up Kylie Fouch. And she will get aboard as she works a 2-out walk. So now Fouch 0 for 3 tonight. Tough luck out her last time. She's due. She's due, right?
Yeah, big time spot here, and see if she can.
Wind is still brisk. Let's get it up.
See if she can find a fan out there in left center.
Checked her swing. Did she go? She did not go, and the runner is safe going back to first. You don't want to get caught napping on the base paths.
A great throw there by Sybil just to fire that thing down
That was
to
a
first
dart.
base. That was.
1-0 is outside again, and Sybil was ready
Yeah,
to
she is-
fire again.
Yeah, she is ready. She's up, kind of on that knee, ready to throw if there's going to be a potential opportunity to get a quick out here on a sleepy base runner.
2-0 misses upstairs to Fouch. And I think it kind of goes without saying, right? Like Sybil's very aware of the importance of the runner on base. She represents the go-ahead run. You want to keep her there, so good job by her. 3-0 to Fouch. You think maybe the red light would be on here, and it is. So she takes strike one, and still way up in the count though. But that's probably the right decision.
Yeah, yep, definitely you got to make her throw you on there. Don't want to be swinging at ball four because the next base runner could be the winner. So
3-1 is swung on and missed. I think, again, it's that swinging too hard, but I would also argue when somebody's swinging, or somebody's throwing harder, if you have a long swing, you're in for a long night.
Yes.
It's direct to the ball, right? Full count is down, ball four. That was close, but not close enough, and that is ball four, so 2 on, 2 out for Peyton Nathan. But I go back to that. You think you got to swing hard, or she's throwing harder, or he's throwing harder. I gotta meet it, right? I gotta match speed with speed. Like, no, you don't. Not saying swing slow, but you better shorten up that swing, direct path to the ball. Like,
yeah, there's not time
no
to
casting,
bring that,
right?
that big hitch or something like that. You don't have time for that stuff.
Anyways, that's my batting diatribe. 0-1 to Ethan, and she takes strike two. So, back-to-back 2-out walks from Schaefer. Now she's 0-2 to Ethan, and Ethan, big opportunity here to help yourself, right? 0-2 changeup, great pitch, out number 3, and we go to the top of the 7th. Still tied at 6.
United Group Insurance. People you know and people you trust. Because we are local in Southwest Iowa with offices in Red Oak, Atlantic, Griswold, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents will find the perfect policy for your needs from the wide variety of carriers that we work with. We offer policies for home, auto, life, farm, health, and commercial with vast experience in both hail and crop insurance. Learn more at unitedgroupins.com today.
For over 30 years, Pella Corporation has proudly supported the communities and neighborhoods they call home. As one of the largest employers in the area, they believe in investing in their community, creating opportunities, and shaping a brighter future for all. Visit www.careers.pella.com to explore exciting possibilities and see what job opportunities could await you. Again, www.careers.pella.com.
We are back in Shenandoah, top 7, and it is 5-6-7 due up for the Knights. You just need 1 run. They'd take a lot more, but Shenandoah looking for a shutdown and 1 run to walk off.
Yeah, and it's, that ultra importance of now keeping the ball in front of you, not allowing a mental mistake, trying to limit the physical mistakes, not letting a pass ball go by or a wild pitch, not letting a runner just take an extra base, because any run in here. And we got another foul ball, and I don't know if you can see that coming across the screen, but holy smokes, we've had a lot tonight, and that was very close. I mean, that kind of went right between her legs as it bounced on that one. That was about the closest we've come to hitting somebody here tonight. So
we're ready to rock and roll, and Dirksen steps in, and she takes a ball, 1-0. So Ethan working her 9th inning of the night. So she pitched a complete game a few hours ago. and finished up pitching a complete game a few hours ago. Pitched an inning already in this game, working on inning number 9. A far cry from the Audubon pitcher who threw 15 innings last week and had 24 strikeouts.
That's impressive right there. That's a lot of pitching, and now, kind of like we talked about, we have to throw a strike here for Ethan. No free passes on 4 pitches. Got to deliver some strikes.
And she looked at her wristband, and she found a strike.
That's how you dial one up there. And over on the baseball field, Shenandoah is going to plate 2 to be a 4-2 game in the bottom of the 7th, so they're not done yet.
Some 2-out thunder over there, and now a full count as Dirksen is full here against Ethan.
Yeah, and so they've dialed up the correct combination of numbers there. That they like that pitch, and Ethan's done a good job delivering. And 3 straight strikes there, but fouled off. So we are all full again.
Still hungry? No.
All full.
All full.
I could use a little snack right now.
Hashtag dad jokes.
Yep.
And another full count offering is fouled off, so we'll do it again. Back-to-back full count foul offs.
Yeah, and a good battle here between these two. Got good velocity, good hitter up there, and, produces a good battle.
So the tying run is on base for Shenandoah baseball, and Dirksen hits one foul. That's going to be off of the top of the fence in foul territory in the right field side. So 3 consecutive foul offs here. I think maybe Dirksen might be in swing mode. This might be the elevated cheese moment.
Yeah, this would be a good spot, And if you got maybe a little bit of a wrinkle, try to throw something a little different.
No elevated fastball, just a dotted on the corner fastball for out number 1. Yeah. Good battle and a win on that end for Ethan.
And that's a really good comeback there by Ethan, being down 3-0 in that account. And, kind of getting 1 pitch at a time, got it back, a couple foul balls, but a great spot there. Gets the out, and that's 1 out for the Phillies.
So now Schaefer steps in. Schaefer is 3 for 3 currently, but she makes the second out of this inning, as that is a pop out to the catcher, Maher. And now the winning run for Shenandoah is on base, and it's a 1-run ball game. Runners at the corners, tying run 90 feet away. We got some good ones going on tonight.
We've got some serious softball, baseball here tonight.
That brings up Morgan Mashing. We wondered why she was slapping, and we found out because she's got lightning speed. And she's down on the count 0-1.
See it now. I still think one of the best track names of all time would be Usain Bolt. Bolt is the last name. So she might have to think about, changing her name there just to Wheels, Speed, Quicks, something like that. You could add in.
I like it. 0-2 is going to be fouled down the third base side, so we'll do it again. Still 0-2.
On the baseball field, we've got runners first and third for Shenandoah. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. A little mound meeting here.
But Scammon?
We've got Scammon coming up to the plate in a spot to possibly win it.
Mashing pops it up to Lexi Shabam. She makes the catch, and that'll end the innings. So for the top half of the 7th, we go to the bottom half. 1 run will win it for Shenandoah. We'll be right back.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
I always was fascinated with working on vehicles ever since I was a little kid. I went to college for it, and it's just fun. To me, it's like an adult with a puzzle. When you can take the vehicles apart and put them back together. The most rewarding thing about our business is just having customers be happy when they leave. It's everything. If you have people leave and they're unhappy, you have no business.
We're back here in Shenandoah, bottom of the 7th, getting started here. 6-6. Coach, what's going on the baseball field?
We got ourselves a tie baseball game. Cole Scammon with a seeing eye single up the middle makes it 4-4. And Kuemper's got a pitching change here. And on our side, first pitch there is a ball number 1. So we've got 2 fantastic games going on. So we've got tie ball games on both fields here currently.
So Maher takes ball 2, so 2-0.
And by far, the most excited the Shenandoah Philly dugout has been all evening. Up into the game, they're pumped.
2-0's in for strike number 1. So the tying run will forever be at the plate in this inning for Shenandoah. Hey, how about a walk-off homer?
Possibly the winning run right there.
Did I say tying?
Yes, you did.
See?
Yeah.
Knock me off my
I was going to say,
the winning run.
The winning run is always there.
It's been a long day.
All those faxes and copies. And,
so many. Maher swings and misses. That's out. Number 1. And that brings up Lexi Shabam.
And it feels like at this point Shenandoah is going to have to run into a fastball and hit one hard because there's not a lot of options. I don't think you're probably going to string together 3 or 4 hits to try to go station to station here. This might be a time they might have to just unload and see if they can hit one out.
Shabam swings and fouls the first pitch off. And the pitching change over on the baseball field is complete. Warm-up pitches have been made.
Yeah, because Schaefer's bringing some good velo one more time. But
hashtag.
It's kind of like earlier in the game when Shenandoah put up 5 in that inning. I don't see that off of Schaefer. They got 0 off.
Yeah, they can't score more
game.
than 1.
And
in this instance.
Yeah, no, and that's all you need at this point.
Swing and a miss, 1-2.
But just the style of pitching, I'm trying to say.
Sure, I agree.
She's probably, not the type that's going to give up 2, 3, 4 in a row here. So,
yeah, leadoff hitter was critical, I think, in that situation. But now, you're going to have to, like I said, run into one here. 1-2 and off the thumbs as Shabam stays alive. 1-2. But you get into a situation right now, like you said, with 1 out. Now the small ball game goes out of the window, right? So you got 1 out. You got to try to hope for a gapper here. And that 1-2 misses up. And if you don't get that gapper, you almost hope for, like you said, need the back-to-back singles or some walks or something to kind of
get an opportunity.
Schaefer maybe imploding a little bit. That's kind of what you're hoping for if you don't run into one. 2-2 is foul tipped right into Sybil's glove, and that's out number 2. And we are 1 out from free softball.
Yeah, man, that was a nice job there by Sybil, kind of just framing and freezing that one, but just a partial snow cone, not a true snow cone, but did a really good job squeezing that foul ball for strike 3.
So Callie B-Bounce steps in, 2 outs. A home run ends it. I haven't never seen a slap home run. I'm sure it's happened. I've just never seen it.
I feel like that's got to be more of a little league variety as people start throwing the ball around a little bit. And first pitch inside there to Callie, 1-0 count, and it looks like we've got free baseball as well tonight.
Yep, free extra innings on the baseball field, and we are 2 strikes away from free baseball at the softball field. I mean, what are the odds of that happening?
That's what I said. That's how you get your money's worth here tonight. You get a doubleheader and free baseball, softball.
In for strike number 2 on the outside corner. So 1-2 now to Bebout. We don't get paid any extra for extra innings.
No, so we'll be done right here if this is the end.
Yep, when it's over, it's over. Sorry. Bebout swings and fouls straight back.
And a great catch there by the fan. This is not banana ball, so you are not out if the fan catches it. So a nice play by the Kuemper dad out there. Good soft hands, showing everybody how it's done, but still a 1-2 count on the softball field.
One ball, 2 strikes. And Bebout right back to the pitcher, and that will end the inning, and we have free softball. We're done for the night, though, so we'll see you next time.
See you later. Good luck, everybody. Figuring out what happens now. We'll be back.
This very moment, a board-certified general surgeon will be leading her team in the removal of her patient's gallbladder. In this newly remodeled surgical suite, she'll use the latest technology and small laparoscopic incisions for a quicker recovery time. In a couple of weeks, the patient will have a pain-free and normal life again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
And we're back here in the top of the 8th. We will do our best here to kind of do a little split announcing as best we can. The baseball game in the top of the 8th. 1-2 count here for Kuemper now batting. And then as we get ready in the top of the 8th here in the softball game, we'll try to throw some updates as well. So don't quite have the split screen abilities. And there's a ground ball not fielded on time. And there's a hit by Kuemper. Marvin says error. I maybe tend to agree with him. That was a tough play, but probably should have been an out. So Kuemper's got a runner on first over there in the baseball. We're having a meeting on the mound as we are loop swooping and pulling those shoes tight for some free softball. And Wiskus will lead off here. 8th and still in the circle. Now in her 10th inning of the day. Is that correct? Yes, it is. And here we go, first pitch.
That's what Marvin says.
Yeah, first pitch is low, so 1-0 counts. And both teams a little bit more ramped up with the yelling and cheering and screaming here. So if it's tough to hear us, we do apologize. But the excitement level very high here at Sportsman Park tonight. And pitch number 2 is outside, so we've got a 2-0 count here.
You're doing awesome. Yeah, seriously, keep going.
That's all. I'll just keep going. I don't have the stats in front of me, so I can't tell you what she is for the night. But
I got that. She's 2 for. Nope, just kidding. She's 0 for 2.
And in the baseball diamond, we've got a runner on second, 1 out now, and a 3-0 count here. And Ethan's got to take a deep breath.
Look at that wristband and find a strike.
She's got to find a strike. So Brooklyn's dialing one up, throwing it on the pitch com.
See, she found it.
And she did, yeah. And I think Wiskus was looking for that walk. And Jim Doyle says, nope, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to see one more pitch.
3-1 offering here to Wiskus is inside. So the go-ahead run is on base. And that brings up the number 9 hitter, the pitcher, Miley Schaefer.
All right, and it looks like we've got a substitute runner. I'm just going to call it that. Don't know if it's a pinch. Don't know.
It's a pinch.
Yeah. Okay, courtesy. Couldn't remember there.
Kaylee Wolterman is going to come in.
Wolterman.
And so Schaefer will be at the plate. Kuemper has done a really good job mostly at the top of the order, but I'm assuming that's part of their repertoire either way, to play the small ball game. So nobody outrun her at first. Yep, there we go. We square around, but dropping the barrel on a bunt is never a wise decision, and that is what Schaefer did, and it's 0-1. But if you were here for the top of the first, you would have seen how many bunts in a row, and this just leads me to believe this is something that they're very comfortable with all throughout the lineup. I'm not surprised to see a leadoff walk and then the small ball to get the runner in scoring position. And she did not take the bat back, but she was hit, and she didn't pull the bat back. That's something, if somebody was paying attention, that may be a strike.
Yeah, and
she didn't pull the bat back.
I'm looking to see if anybody's asking, but
nope,
not having that conversation. So
it'll be a hit by pitch.
right off the toe on that one.
Because the rule actually is, if you square the bunt and you get hit by that pitch and do not pull back, it's a strike.
Well, it's the same thing. If you swing and get hit by it, you can still be called for a strike. It's almost the ultimate salt in the wound if you get hit and swing at the same time, and it kind of sounds ridiculous that you'd be swinging at a ball that would hit you, but at times it happens. And so now we've got bats coming in to run at first. All we need is mashing and bats.
She's a ways to go.
So I'm nominating 2 from the Kuemper squad here to be on the all-name team.
You're not going to get any argument from me. Marvin doesn't. Marvin, what do you think? No, he's good. He thumbed up. He said
we've got 3 softball, 1 baseball so far. We're gonna have to work.
I feel like we had another baseball
I do too.
somewhere in there. We'll have to I'll look back at my book because I'm the only one that can read Marvin's handwriting. That ball was fouled off. That was clearly fouled. That was a foul ball. I don't know what's going on.
Yep, and Coach
that was absolutely a foul ball.
He's coming to have the same conversation. Coach Hughes already in the ear there.
I know that Mr. Doyle got hit with that pitch clearly. Give him a minute. But, nobody indicated foul ball. So after we check the health of Mr. Doyle behind the plate, it'd be interesting to see what they end up coming up with here.
And while he collects himself just a little bit there, Shenandoah gets out of the inning with no runs on the baseball field. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 4-4 over there. So they strand that runner, and now they've got a chance to win it in the bottom of the 8th. So high times, high excitement here at Sportsman Park tonight. If you're not here, you're missing out. Thanks for tuning in with us, though. And after the conversation, it looks...
That was... I do know that he got hit, and I feel bad. I feel awful because that hurts.
Yeah, no,
that was a foul ball.
Yeah.
Peters grounds it to short and then off of the glove of Dummler. That's going to score 2. That'll be an E6 and 2 runs.
And Dummler forgot the situation there. She kind of turned around and looked at first, and she realized it afterwards as the runner was going home. And one of those, like we talked about last inning, you can't have the mental lapses here. You got to remember what's going on. And so on a ground ball that probably should have been an out, Kuemper now has 2 runs in and no outs in the inning.
But the interesting thing, though, if there's runners at first and second, that's 1 run.
Yeah.
And that may or may not matter in the grand scheme of things, but if there's runners at first and second there in a 1-2 count and that exact same thing happens, only the runner from second score. And the runner at second, who from first,
and probably
staying at second.
And probably in that situation, they're probably not trying to score.
Yeah, you just get the 1 run, you're happy you got it. So the bunt is picked up by Fouch. Fouch throws to first in time. Peters makes her way all the way to third, but a very good bunt there. And again, it's the top of the order that was really proficient, it looked like, in the bunt game, and Ostender did a good job right there.
And I like that by Fouch. She took control of that play. She has the momentum coming that direction, and she kind of just took over for her pitcher and made a good, strong throw to get the out. And Ethan's pitch there, 1-0 now, is a little bit out, so she's got to really find a spot. Shenandoah has to limit the runs here against them as they've struggled with the velocity of Schaefer here in the later innings.
Schwabe pops one up in the infield and caught for out number 2. So good job by Ethan to get the out, to leave Peter stranded at third, but now a big bat. And Ellie Sybil, she's probably not going to get the cycle now, but she's 2 for 4, and she's hit the ball hard 3 times. First pitch misses up and away, 1-0 to the cleanup hitter, the catcher for the Knights.
Yeah, and You said that's Ostrander. She's the girl on third there.
No,
Peter.
Sure.
Peter, okay.
Casey
sorry.
Peter.
And kind of just a little bit wild lead there. Kind of came running down the line, and I don't know if she slipped, but kind of went back just a little bit there and, got a little bit too far off there. So baseball field, Shenandoah has one out in the bottom of the 8th.
And that ball's popped up near the line in shallow right field. And Rogers makes the catch to end the inning, but it was 2 runs on no hits and 1 left. We go to the bottom half. Shenandoah needs 2 to tie, 3 to win. We'll be right back.
Together, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery are your top choice for all of your promotion needs. Whether you need screen printing or embroidery, trophies or signage, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery is your locally owned in-house answer. We pride ourselves on giving your business the highest quality promotional items with the personal attention you've come to expect. We promise you the best quality for the best price. Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery, your local answer. 1501 Zenith Drive, Sioux City.
Welcome to your exclusive presentation of Shenandoah Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions. Now we begin our live coverage and hope you enjoy the broadcast.
We are back here, Shenandoah, bottom of the 8th. Kuemper put up 2 runs there in the top half of the inning. Controversy is probably the wrong word, but interesting how we got to that point. Shenandoah put themselves in a little bit of a pickle with a walk.
Stir that pot.
No, they put them. We had a walk and a hit by pitch, right? So we put ourselves in that situation.
We put ourselves in a bad situation.
But then the foul ball that led to the runners advancing, and then again we put ourselves in the situation. Then the error, but that one clear foul tip. It hit twice. It hit the bat and then the umpire.
Yeah.
Like it was very obvious. But it's 1-2. There's 1-0 now to Stevens, and she fouls that one back. 1-1. 9-1-2 due up. On base percentage of plenty. You just got to be able to get your way on.
Yep. Over on the baseball field, we are going to the 9th. Still 4-4.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the senior graduate, the rising college freshman. And she's not.
So now do they get to wear that patch as, seniors like you see in like the football jerseys?
Like the G for graduate?
The SEC graduates. And
Stevens lays off upstairs, 2-2. She is going to, talking with her mother, she's going to school somewhere up in Omaha. She's going to be doing like, I can't even remember what it is.
I want to say like an esthetician or something like that.
Yeah. I can't remember the word, but there's not that many around here. So good for her. That's cool. Doing something different. That's great. Anyways, she does go down swinging, so I apologize for that. We probably had something to do with that.
So now Caroline, she has thrown off her formula. She has gone left, right, left, right. Now she's gone right again. So, nope, she's going back left. She fooled me.
Rogers
going back left.
0 for 3 on the night. She did walk and score back in the second inning. That's where Shenandoah got 5 of their 6 runs, was in that one inning. And so now this could be exactly what we were talking about earlier. So if Rogers does do this again, that was a bunt, right?
Yeah.
If she does this again and fouls it off.
All right, we'll watch here. I'm ready.
It happened already in game 1.
I know. I wasn't here. Missed it.
I know. Anyway.
I'm fresh eyes for this.
And that's a swing and a miss. That's out number 2. Shenandoah needing some 2. It didn't matter. It didn't happen. They need some 2-out magic, some 2-out thunder from Burdorf. Burdorf is 2 for 4 on the night. She has 2 RBI.
Is this a slap home run time here? Just out into
the left to get on
the left center gap and just start running.
Burdorf on the throw to first is in time, and that will end the ball game and the sweep for the Knights. So for Shenandoah, by my count, which is Marvin's count, 6 runs for Shenandoah on 9 hits, 3 errors. For the Knights, 8 runs on 8 hits, 3 errors as well. Very competitive game, Coach. What kind of stood out for you as far as how this game kind of ebbed and flowed back and forth, but what was your kind of takeaway from the game?
You know, one of those things, a lot more offense than I think we were expecting in there. 14 runs scored. Kind of different pitchers there to start the game, and then you could kind of see the velocity of Schaefer, kind of that dominant pitcher that she was in game 1, came in and closed the door there in the later parts, kind of shut down that Shenandoah offense. But, if you're Shenandoah, I think you got to be, yes, there's no moral victories. You lost twice, but you put up 6 runs here in game 2. You got to be, okay, we've done some good things. We've got some people ready to go. We've got another foul ball come flying in here, so I'm just gonna turn and watch the baseball game just so my hands are ready. But it's going to be like we've kind of talked about all year. At the beginning of the year, it was going to be one of those things that they would struggle to score runs, and then you kind of lose some of those major contributors, and especially with Caroline in the bad hand. They're going to have to kind of make their own way here and really play some low-scoring games.
Yeah, I think it just, for me, watching this team, they all try hard, and they're all playing as hard as they can and doing the best they can. I think our pitchers do a good job. I think our fielders do a good job. I think we try. At the plate, we're trying. We're doing everything we can. I think sometimes it seems like we do try too hard, and I think that actually is a thing. We get to the plate sometimes, or we're in the field and it's a tight game, tight pressure situation, and it's everybody. Nobody's immune to that, right? You get that tense up moment, right? I think it's taking some pressure off. But when you play tight games and you're struggling to score, sometimes you do put a little extra pressure on yourself because oh man, we've already got 5. How many more can we get? Type of a deal. But I thought they played well. I thought they played well in game 1 too, which I know you weren't here for, and that's fine. I feel
like there's a lot of blame you're throwing.
It really is. But it was 3-0 in that ball game, and then
schedule these games on Mondays for me.
I know.
Come on.
It was 3-0 in that ball game against a really good pitcher, and Peyton Nathan was doing a really good job in the circle, and it just the hits weren't in the cards in game 1 and game 2. They got some hits. There weren't any just absolute seeds hit into the outfield, but they were putting the bat on the ball, right? And I think we'll get there. I think figuring out, kind of refiguring yourself out, right? I think they kind of figured themselves out at the beginning of the year, but then things have happened.
Yeah, there's been a lot of changes that you kind of have to.
Yeah.
And you probably don't really.
You got to refigure yourself out.
Yeah, you don't plan for some of these things to happen. And injuries happen every year, and unfortunately for Caroline, who is the absolute table setter here for Shenandoah, you pretty much take the bat out of her hands, and she's doing her best to be a slap hitter in a very limited capacity. I mean, she's been now a slap hitter a week, and you're still trying to get her on base, still trying to figure out how to do it, and not even a typical slap hitter. She only has one hand, and so she's kind of out there just laying the bat, trying to just bunt. And, you love that she's still working her tail off, still playing good defense, and when she gets on, she's still a good base runner. But, when you take a 300, 400 hitter, 600 on-base percentage right out of the way, it's tough to come back from. So, good battle by the Phillies here tonight. And now, are we allowed to call any of the baseball games since we're a softball feed? If there's anybody still listening to our
I don't think anybody was listening from the beginning.
That's not true.
But before we do talk about some baseball stuff, I do want to do some housekeeping. So tomorrow night, softball, and as far as I don't know about baseball, but softball was announced that the varsity game will be first tomorrow in Glenwood starting at 4 o'clock due to impending weather. Baseball's also in Glenwood. I don't know what time they're doing it, but I know that's what they announced for softball.
All right.
So that's tomorrow. That's Tuesday. Wednesday, we play at home. I believe that's Riverside. Couldn't tell you. No clue.
Too many faxes.
And then Thursday, there's another game, but it's on the road. I don't know who they play. But the next time we're on the air is Wednesday, and that's baseball.
All right.
I think it's Riverside.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I'll be here. We'll be here.
Coach, I'm going to let you...
are we able to dabble this
we
way?
really... I don't think we should. I mean, we should for the people, but like, we'd almost just have to turn the camera completely around. And
That's it. You know, they could just listen like an old school radio broadcast here. I don't know.
Here, we'll just do this. So put the camera right there. So it's just out of the way. You can't see anything. Feel like you're just listening to the radio.
Yeah, just
Mom, Pa.
Yeah,
just
the great sounds, soothing sounds of our voices.
Ma
here.
just finished supper. Pa just finished reading the paper.
Yep, and now Jade Spangler's got himself a walk, so he's on first here. We've got
leadoff walk in the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, we got a full-on regulation baseball game happening here. So Hunter Duke's coming up to the plate. No idea.
Should we
what
flip
he
the
is on
screen?
ninth.
Should we do it?
I mean, I don't.
I mean, it's going to be weird.
Nah, we'll just talk about it.
Okay.
We'll give him this inning, and if it goes any longer, they'll have to come down and watch.
I like that.
Yeah, we'll give Hunter Dukes a chance to walk us home. It's weird not knowing any of the names of the other team.
No, I have Marvin has given me nothing.
Stats. We're just kind of watching. First pitch there is high to Dukes. It's 1-0 counts.
Well, and really, this is just an example of how clutch Marvin is, because, like you said, we know nothing because we weren't planning on doing this game. Marvin does all the legwork.
Yeah.
Ahead of time, so he's got all the names and the stats and everything.
Yeah, that guy's good.
But so, like right now, Marvin already left. He wasn't doing this game, so he didn't prepare.
Dukes up 2-0 in the count.
That ball's fouled off. That's going to go on to Lucky Field. How did that get from over there to over here?
That one was weird. I was looking about middle of the outfield for that one, and that ball landed.
That ball was scheduled.
In the middle of the infield.
That ball was scheduled to hit the outfield in center field, and it landed near the
That had
plate.
some serious spin on it.
That was weird. It's a 2-1 count to Dukes with Spangler at first. Dukes pops one up, and it's in foul territory down the first base side and dropped by the catcher. So a lucky break for Dukes.
And interesting there, the
2-1.
the catcher for Carroll didn't flip his mask off. It's an interesting one. Dukes, you get a second opportunity, as you can hear Coach Roberts out there, make it hurt, and this is the time. That's a mistake there. You've got a very good hitter for Shenandoah, and you give him an extra opportunity of life. And this would be a perfect time to find a gap, see how fast Spangler can run.
2-2 to Dukes. Dukes again fouls one off out of play. That's going to go into right field on Bob Lucky Fulton Field. If you're curious what you're looking at on your screen, it's a fence. That's all it is. Sorry. That's what you used to look at until we cut the fence. Well, I didn't cut the fence. Actually, it wasn't me at all. It wasn't Coach Soderberg.
No.
Neither one of us or Marvin, none of the three of us had anything to do with cutting the fence.
No, and I do think, though, the viewers at home really appreciate it.
They very much appreciate it.
Yeah, because it's a lot
But we had nothing
better.
to do with it. That's a fact.
No, it's a lot better, though, to look
Hashtag
at.
fact.
No cap.
No cap. 2-2 to Dukes is going to be hit into right field. It's medium deep right field. It was up there for an hour and a half, but a nice catch by the right fielder for the Knights.
And unfortunately, it's a bad night to hit a high fly ball into right field because that thing is not going anywhere.
Yeah. And that wind is just pushing it right back into the infield. Normal. This is kind of normal wind for, blowing from the south to the north. Last week, that might have got out of here.
Yeah,
because the wind was flipped. That
wind. I said we talked about it. People made fun of us, but that was one of the weirder non-weather thing. I mean, it went from 90 degrees to 70 degrees. Went from perfect sun. The wind absolutely 180'd.
And the day that the sun was as blinding as it's ever been.
Yeah, and the kids nobody on the field could see. There was 8 people that could not see on the field. The only one that could was the catcher.
And the umpire was just like, nah, we're not stopping.
Yeah, no, we're not stopping. Nobody can see. Not a safety issue if you get a liner back at you.
No, can't do anything about it.
Sunglasses, no, we can't do that either.
That was one of the weirdest interactions. The coach is like, "Can we stop?" And he's like, "No. Why would we stop?" And Lormer pops up an 0-2 fastball into the short right side of the infield in foul territory, and it's caught by the first baseman for out number 2. So Spangler on base, still at first with 2 outs, and Joey O'Rourke stepping to the plate. Winning run at first, O'Rourke to the plate.
Yeah, and last time we saw him, he lined the ball right back to center a couple times. Hard hit balls. He's got to find the gap, and let's see if Jade Spangler can show off that track speed as a golfer.
O'Rourke fouls the first pitch back and out of play. So, no balls and 1 strike to the freshman, I assume, third baseman tonight. Maybe he's playing in the outfield. We haven't been watching.
No, I'm pretty sure he's at third.
You don't know.
We're going to assume. We'll make that assumption.
0-1 offering is down in the dirt, so it's 1-1 now to O'Rourke.
Yeah, Joey's been kind of a mid-season bright spot, kind of stepping into that lineup, doing a little bit more here for the Mustangs.
That 1-1 pitch is right in there, right at the belt. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Shenandoah just a strike away from having to go to the 10th.
And that pitch is up and away, so now we've got a 2-2 count, 2 outs. So again, if you're listening, put that hat in your right hand, give it a shake. We're still trying to find that information on the breed of Bobcats for everybody out there. We got our best researchers researching.
Marvin left, so we don't have our best.
Now we just got our at-home listeners.
We
need you, folks.
We just got us. 2-2 to O'Rourke has popped up. The wind is probably going to push that foul, and it bounces on the pavement and goes sands hitting a car.
Yeah. So now that has to eat up so many baseballs just bouncing on that pavement.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you could go back in time, if you could put the crushed rock out there, or just, you don't want the dirt because, when cars drive in, you can't see anything. But if you could put the crushed rock.
Pillows?
Yeah,
Pillows.
Nice
I like the pillow idea.
Oh, it's an absolute pillow.
No, I mean pillows.
Yeah.
Put actual
That's
pillows.
What I said, pillows.
2-2 O'Rourke hits one back up the middle. Couple hops, flip to second, and that will end the inning. So,
we go to the 10th.
I don't know what we do here. What are we doing here?
We're packing up. We're watching the end of it. Is there anybody listening? Text us if you are. We'll keep calling it, but if there's nobody listening, we're just talking to ourselves.
I have to work tomorrow. You don't have to work tomorrow. I know that. You don't work for like 2 months.
Oh, no, I don't. All right, so I think we have a listener out there still. I don't know if we are able to take all of this stuff and then flip it around.
I think you'd have to. I just don't want anything to fall.
No, that's my worry. If something falls down.
I feel like this could get up and turn. It would get up to turn. But yeah, you would just have to
all the legs down.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Oh, this is going to be good for your folks. We do it for you at home.
We're men of the people. Oh boy, lock them in.
That one's good.
Yeah, we need to take this over. It's all right. Over here. Oh, you're gonna go over. You're gonna need that.
We're doing our best. We got the ceiling here.
What can you see?
Okay, slowly. Again, it's not going to be a great view, but
yeah, we can't really get too far away from the. Hey, look at there!
And we've got baseball.
Don't worry about this pole in the way here. Look at that guy.
Can we come this
here,
way?
we'll just be just like this. Great seats.
Great. So we'll zoom in. We might not get everything in there, but we can zoom in a little bit and get the.
When you buy tickets on like I don't know, StubHub or whatever, and they're like may have an obstructed view, and you get there, and this is what you see.
That's all you get to see. That's my worry. Yeah, if I ever go to Fenway,
I've been to Fenway. It's wonderful.
With an actual view, you didn't get the obstructed.
Yeah,
seats?
I was in the right field, right near the visitors' bullpen. It was great.
All right. So Zwickel's still on the mound here for the Mustangs. I do believe it's about his 3rd or 4th inning of relief. He did come in a bit ago, and there's a ball right into shallow left and caught by Spangler. 1 out here for the Mustangs in the top of the 10th. Nice play there. And again, that wind still blowing in very strong from the south. So that'd be our right field. And so fly balls are going to have a hard time going anywhere into that wind. So 1 out here in the 10th. Zwickel on the mound for the Mustangs. And that pitch is hit into foul territory, hustling after it, got a chance, and I believe that's the Dalton 8th, and I think that's on his left hand there with a great running catch. Trying to see there, number 14, that's Dalton, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Dalton 8th with a fantastic catch.
I'm thirsty. Are you thirsty?
Yeah, I am thirsty. Maybe
I'm thirsty.
If Mr. Weinrich's down there, you can bring us a bottle of water, but we're not going to get a lot of movement on the camera, so you're not going to be able to see a whole lot there, but we'll at least get the batter. We'll get the pitcher in there. And Dalton with a nice running catch. First pitch there is out, so it's a 1-0 count. And next pitch there is up and in, so we've got 2-0 here to the Kuemper hitter. Sorry, don't have any names for any of them. Don't know what their stats are, so just follow along. We'll just go play by play here tonight. And now it's a 3-0 count. So Zwickel's falling behind here. He's got to bring some strikes. We don't want to get to that point where we're walking winning runs on base. There it is. There's strike one. So we got 3-1 now. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 10th. It is 4-4.
You're enjoying this way too much.
I am. I don't ever get to do the play-by-play, so I'm having a good time over here.
Well, you handle this. I'm going to go try to find us some water.
Yeah, that sounds good. And that's outside. So Kuemper has the winning run here on first. We've got 2 outs. TJ's sneaking out of here, trying to find us a bottle of water. And we're back. So bear with me at home if you're still out there listening, watching. We are still live. Softball's over, but we've got some bonus baseball. And first pitch there is in for a strike, so 1-0. So again, resetting it for everybody. If you're just tuning in, I know the views are going wild now. We've got 4-4 top 10 between Kuemper and Shenandoah here at Harry-Sparger Field. And that ball is lined to Spangler off his glove and not able to get an out anywhere. So now Kuemper's got 2 on here, 2 outs. So a hot shot back up the middle, took a hop and hit Jade right kind of at the edge of the mitt, was unable to then pick it up and get an out. So we've got runners on first and second, and you can't see much that way. Sorry, there's a giant pole. Best we can do from the softball field kind of over to the baseball field. So we'll bring it to you here tonight. And first pitch looks like a little bit low and outside, so it's a 1-0 count here. Runners on first and second for Carol Kuemper. 2 outs in the top of the 10th. And that ball is hit out to center field. Lorimer's got a beat on it. He's tracking, and he's caught it. That's the inning here. And so now we will go to the top of the 10th. It is tied. Still 4-4. All right, warm-up pitches are concluding here as we go to the bottom of the 10th. I don't know how to run the commercials, so sorry to all those businesses that pay. I don't know how to do that stuff. So we've got Cole Scammon here to bat in the bottom of the 10th. Again, 4-4. A heck of a baseball game here tonight. Coach Young has found us some waters, much appreciated. And first pitch is fouled straight back. So we've got a 1-0 count, and we finally have an answer. The Breda Bobcats, 1975.
Fall baseball.
Fall baseball, not even a thing. They lied to us. They lied to us on the summer rankings. So we've got a 1-1 count. That pitch is up.
I was parched. I didn't have my headset on.
I said, I'm sorry if you can hear me drinking my water there, but trying to do it all here for you. But we've got a 1-1 count here to Scammon. Pitches up and fouled back. That's going to get out of play. Onto the concrete, into the grass, and in between the two nice vehicles out there. So again, as always, if you need glass work, great place in town, Dingus Auto Glass. Always, or bring it to Doug Meyer Chevrolet. They'll take good care of you.
We'll just call Dingus. That's who does all of our glass work.
And next pitch is up the middle. Second baseman bobbles a little bit, throws on to first, and gets the play. So we've got now 1 out in the inning. If I can remember to do the camera as well. And now know what TJ talks about. You get talking, you kind of forget to run the camera. So again, you kind of run into the giant pole. Coach Pease is out there listening for us. So we're doing our best, Coach Pease. So we've got 1 out here in the bottom of the 10th. And Gage Heron up to bat. First pitch is high. So 1-0 count here to Heron.
I was told by multiple people that there's 16 people at least watching.
All right, so there's 16 people. So
that was
to the other 15. The other 15, I don't know your names. So you can text me. That ball is absolutely roped out to left field. Left fielder's going back, and that ball is gone. That is a home run. It is not a home run. I apologize. Everybody's now confused.
That's an absolute double.
The absolute double. I got excited.
It was off of the top of the fence.
Okay, off the top of the fence.
And wow, everybody at home is just having kittens right now.
I am sorry. And Coach Roberts having a pinch runner coming in here for Heron.
But Eli Cameron looks like.
Eli Cameron coming in. From what I could see, it was back, and off the top of the wall where everybody was standing. Couldn't see where the left fielder fielded the ball. So, again, apologize. So, put down all of your celebratory high fives. We're not there yet. We have 1 out now. Gage Heron at second with Eli Cameron coming in to run. So, the excitement level's high. I thought we had a walk-off home run.
You just keep going.
First pitch there to Athan is singled into left, gets past the left fielder, and now I officially can say we've got ourselves a walk-off winner. That is a 5-4 winner. Dalton Athan with a winning single. Eli Cameron comes in to score the winning run. Mustangs win in 10, 5-4. Good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in for a little bonus baseball. We appreciate it, and hopefully your ears aren't bleeding after my play-by-play announcing.
You did great.
Yes.
You're the best play-by-play guy we have.
Thank you. All right.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, I thought that was a walk-off.